and so aba ama second window na ye teams no aye omo transfers no enyina signings no omo aye latest ones no e de honsem bebrebo na fe mpanifo ahodo ensem omo de atodwade afa ye transfers yi eho nyina no ye de honsem afa players ne bia omo ko teams na e bia amanfo bi enimu omo no ye be hweda hwe ba ko na mi no bia na mi ensa bi ye be hwa ase na ya kaka ye ho players ben and the teams no and so I register of course your local stories be ni na kwa miki agwagwa no de abre Honorable Kofi Adams ono na sports and recreation minister designate asase e kansempi na toni semba kwa oka ni so obehwe mbesi tu se pitches na omaye ye ni nyina any stadium hodo e wono yemfa nye bibi fufuro bia apart from adia e body yes sports no internet say say policy be bemdia na ye gardens ahodo ni hwan ye no pitches ni nyina no Kofi Adams ni dom omba be stop sand ni nyina
ye hu se shatter ejina baba yara pitch e bosho ye hu sa sorry bia
yes sorry
ejina pitches no so ye programs okay
inti ye hwe sesa na betimi abamdia ana na e bi from one seven no oka enye we ya na oka we ni other stories about body nyina no e de ebrebo ka ho fa wo de be ka ho na NCP Montana
Godfather,
yes,
with that supi. And then, you are that you may take for and I have 4 Quabanian too far. Never in summer, a cross so uncle for a cruise. So now, you best shall say at the free Man City, I swear, yeah, the new king on the block, a year Omar Mamouche. About Ebedu City, no, in the first interview, just number 7 and the free Frankfurt, Ebedu City, no, or more at the Amano, obeying about all flanks and obeying LED attack, no. Now, Omar Mamouche, actually, Dientia, what joining Man City, Mubian Sama, Omar Mamouche, Eddie Atuja.
And welcome to Manchester City. Can you sum up how excited you are to join this football club?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure being here. I'm really excited. I can't wait to get on the pitch, meet the teammates and start my journey with the club.
You've made a terrific impact on the pitch over the last couple of seasons in particular. That's meant that you've been watched and linked to many different clubs. What was it about City that made you make the move to this football club?
City is one of the biggest clubs in the world over the past 10 years. Of course, it's an honor that they showed the interest in me and that now I'm here. The last 2 years, my last 2 seasons were great.
Yeah, Omar Mamouche, I said the last 10 years, Man City, clubs are the best in the world. Now, for the past 2 years, and Man City are tracking now. Into this time of the year, now, Ojidi say, Emre so by joining Man City on a football club. The contract in a 4.5-year deal until June 2029. And now, Omar Mamouche contract was signed with City, no, Ebebano a year. Never the Silver Junior Brazonia or Bo Emma Al Hilal or Sadi on a pro league, you know. Now, if we send the questions, now, you 2 players, our no home. Your best now, and also Eddie Munchemu, Eddie Abba. And Tiabusa, anyway, who is better? Not Nema Eddie Ansanaba, Nema Suarez, Nema say or Noah, Nema Di Maria, or say or Noah. The only players are Nema Casa, until no more ball, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Messi. Mumian questions I call ye, and the answers are Nema Eddie Mai.
Com Neymar, e hoje a gente vai fazer o famoso quadro Quem é melhor? Você ou Soares?
Eu.
Você ou Di Maria?
Eu.
Você ou Hendrick?
Eu.
Você ou Salah?
Eu.
Você ou Messi?
Messi.
Você ou Cristiano Ronaldo?
Cristiano.
Você ou Rivaldo?
Eu.
Você ou Mbappé?
Eu.
Você ou Vini Júnior?
Eu.
Então é isso, galera. Você fica aqui com ele, com o Neymar, e hoje a gente vai fazer o famoso.
And questions no. 2 players are new inclusive. And Neymar Suarez, Neymar so Noah, Neymar Di Maria, Neymar so Noah. Neymar Salah, Neymar say your Noah, Neymar Messi, or say there be 2 chair, Emma Messi, Neymar Cristiano Ronaldo, or say a Messi, and then Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar Rivaldo, or say a Neymar, Neymar Mbappe, or say a Neymar. And way any questions about they try to Neymar and Vinicius. According to Neymar, or so ni Mubobo, Vinicius. And upon yet, some Emmanuel Shea, they buy the 2 jar, a lengthy interview, breaking down Kakara. He be son say, well, 4 managers in some pin, and why and the best ever manager or say between Arsene Wenger and Mourinho name mo beko for Jose because Mourinho there opewasem obemo hu ompewasem nso a obeka cho straightforward name Arsene Wenger there we bibia no de nani emum ana ehel Emmanuel Sheyi Adebayo.
Best manager you've ever had?
Best manager I ever have, I would say Jose Mourinho, even though he lasts only 6 months. But because
Wow. So he made a big impression.
He gave me a big impression because of the way he treated players is beautiful. If he loves you, he will let you know. If he doesn't, he will let you know. Whatever you are doing good, he will let you know. So he's an honest person. So for me, I will always choose him as the best manager I work under.
What's the biggest difference? Because these two managers had a great rivalry. What's the biggest difference between Arsene Wenger and Jose Mourinho?
Arsene Wenger he will let you do everything you want to do. Obviously, he's the manager. He will come at some point. He will tell you, man, this is not good. Do it this way. But that is after a while. You can commit the same mistake 3 times. Arsene Wenger Mr. Wenger will just be looking at you. But Mourinho doesn't have time. He will tell you straight. You do a mistake at 10-1, 10-2, he's already in your nose, like telling you, Emmanuel, you don't have to do this. Emmanuel, this is bad. Emmanuel. But Arsene Wenger will let you repeat it, so many times before he will come to tell you that this is what you are doing.
Emmanuel Sheyi Adebayo, no. Na anopano ya talk kakra, ni famous celebration 2008. Arsenal Man City, no, she go to the former club. Na Adebayo, a dream nika. Yefa baba renya example, senko she go.
Walk across the pitch to go to the restaurant, eat and chill a little bit, relax a little bit. Then we'll have to walk back to the dressing room where the manager, Mark Hughes, have to give us the team, who is playing, who's on the bench, and who's whatsoever. So as we were walking across the pitch, Arsenal fans were already at the stadium singing. I can hear Adebayo, you know that song, that famous song, Adebayo, give him the ball and he will score. So, but this time around, I realized that the song is different, but I couldn't hear what they were saying properly. So as we went to the restaurant, I was eating. Then Mika Richard came to me and said, "Did you hear what they're saying?" I'm like, "No." Then he brought the song up, and obviously now the newest version was attacking my parents, my mother and my father. And at that moment, I start like, okay, you can insult me as you want, but not my parents. Not those that gave me a chance to be who I am, not those that gave me a chance to be right in front of you, not those that gave me a chance to represent your club, not those that gave me a chance to score goals for your club. I will never tolerate that. And when we walked back, they were singing, now I pay attention myself. And when I listened, that is when everything was happening in my head. And when I walk into when we walk into the dressing room, we went to change, came out for warm-up and everything. So obviously, Arsenal teams came out, we came out. And when we are going back in after the warm-up, we are going together, locally. So that's when I realized that, okay, something has changed. So I went to greet some of my brothers, some of my close friends, like Emmanuel Eboué, Alessandro Song, Guy Clichy. They were giving me attitude. Like, even the greeting was not fair, was not clean, was not brotherhood. I'm like, okay, now I understand what is happening. So Emmanuel, you have to give everything. So when I came out and, I was inside, I was boiling, I was in all my spirit went up, like I have to do something. And they were singing, no matter either we are scoring or they are playing good or we are playing good, Arsenal fans were just singing that song, abusing my parents. And when I score that goal for me is I call it a time of deliberation. Like I have to give them something back, and that's what I have did. And a lot of people ask me, do I regret? No, of course not. I will never regret that celebration because where the hunger came from, I think God chose me to score that goal to show them and so that I can talk about it later on. Because if I didn't do, if there is no that celebration, there will never be any explanation towards what happened. And I can say now in the world or in
Emmanuel Sheyi Adebayo enono enchobi ho a obetime dinatem kasatia no onfa ho nem so be kofa edine maame ene ne papa atam de one chema de biara de nti bi na de ba ye o se Yakopon ne man share sa go ne se de be ya obetwe Arsenal fans no aso nti enyoma Arsenal fans no to tia no any attitude and colleagues ne friends are na ono mo share the same dressing room Arsenal attitude a omo show ye e match day no ne man near sa film celebrating to ono as a player onu ne ho da na onu ne ho de biara da ye beto aso e wo transfers a se ka work ene he na all touch down ewo Milan na the medicals no atimi akoso be si akan e de ama Man City bi nka aka se wakra na fofo wakra ne family a Italy Milan and the club say so be sina kan e de amomo UEFA Champions League eno ada round 7 games out or 8 about so Real Madrid share 5 Emma Red Bull Salzburg etse kanu bako eno ada ye hu a lot of goal scorers on front three no all the 3 players so be a share go first goal no Rodrigo ononko a was share 2 of the 5 goals and Vinicius Junior share 2 goals Mbappe so enya baako share now no say killing eba Madrid no about 31 games was share 19 goals and assists enti our 19 goal contribution assist plus goals now 80 times and our man of the match enti goals and assists and killing Mbappe or then the ama Madrid bobo Conintin or was share 19 goals and why 4 assists in 31 games or 23 goal contribution 19 goals and then 4 assists now them say man of the match Ekoma Vinicius no Biagiri Sanka Kwame Rodrigo na Rodrigo say Madrid players no obi amabo for man of the match award omo epesa club ni winning team and one ball and you say Ebama no say kwa Emma Vinicius so none of the players and a boarded if a man of the match a Cody Vinicius Junior Ninsem Raul Asensio say on fair any position Carlo Ancelotti didn't be born Sandra or starte our centre back in name Alaba no and I'm pushing no at the right back or say position there their coach Ebeka so onye biano so cause onko da go mpa on Raul Asensio the new surgeon was well and said obetimi abo every position coach no epe Vinicius Junior on your yellow card for simulation na Madrid the next game on my last match group phase against Brest no one team more and then so Madrid capable players in his absence on betimi abojuma Vinicius nebisa say okwa Saudi Arabia na yet is a clubs na prepare offer of 300 million a year 350 million euros on the back also no the future Madrid or back team no as a child say a matured person Madrid and a club or stay only baby and so echo you bet to us our game across so our Park the Prince PSG said Sergio kind buy 2 and then get for free and Man City share first 2 goals of the game Jack Grealish every bench ever make impact on the best first City goal on assist Emma Haaland share now so PSG eba modern eba tete kano win by 4 goals to 2 na Pep Guardiola 31 matches wadincho makumaku edu way the worst start on the coaching career mon Pep Guardiola on coaching and more 31 matches and lusu emu 10 see that the worst spell as a coach and no now the man of the match John Neves after the game Okasaye said the club PSG winning now or not so man of the match.
Zhao, congratulations. That was a crazy match to watch. What was it like for you to play in?
In the field it was even crazier. So I'm very happy with the win, and I think that's the most important thing.
It was an incredible comeback from 2-0 down. How did you do it?
You know, I already said a few times that we did a very first half, and we come back from the half time a little bit lazy.
Man of the match, John Neves and OT now in life or Kessben. So Jack Grealish, the game changer. Then so I'm picking 4-2 and I'm defeated. Almost suffer defeat. No, and also Kasa the entire City almost lose our game.
Jack, that's got to be gutting. What happened?
I don't know. Usually, you know, in these moments we're so good. Obviously, it's happened too many times this season, you know, when we've gone 1 goal, 2 goals up, even 3, you know, against Feyenoord, and we've not been able to control the game.
I'm only 1, 2, even 3 crown ɔmo timi bottle eno bia na see eno from 2 goals up na eventually almost surrender ye LOC by 4 goals to 2 na so El Khelafi president Emma PSG eno central for Ibo Pia na bisa ne say as a PSG we are better without Mbappe and also a central for ya no kwa ya sanso aba ya problems at the amanon nenso no American players of PSG Mbappe and PSG playing so no there on can hohe na also Luis Enrique the best coach in the world na Sir Akalafi wasn't Kenra and Kamasiti Shompa Nanka Selabeka Saka Sir Coach Luis Enrique were the best because omo identity no omane daddy omo answer someone sa and not game omo boy no obia hu ne nsa no adwuma e wo PSG omo team ne so the Gunners Arsenal eshe coming in Emma Dinamo Zagreb omo team anti Declan Rice eshe the first ever UEFA Champions League goal and after the game so Declan Rice ekasai
his career at every stage, and now to turn around and say, I've seen your first Champions League goal tonight. Just tell me how you're feeling. Did you almost miss it, by the way?
I'm so annoyed, honestly, because I had the same position against Man United in the cup and I missed, and then the same there. So, look, I'm getting in the right positions when I play 8. She scored a good goal in the first half, but I'm annoyed I didn't get a second. You know, that's where I've got to be a bit more clinical. But to get my first Champions League goal, I think.
Wait, Declan Rice, I seen a ball from home because when you have similar chance, I was continue to net. Now about 8 now, na etas setimane pa. Enti enra ni go no na ohwe e Kessben television. So when you have similar chances, when timi ambari to ahye go there, na nso ne bo efo ne ho papa. Yento so e wo Bamiluka so ye enra omro so 3. Manga no ya say omo ye frustrated and disappointed e wo enra results omo enya yo abra final the sham come in san omo entimi anti. Na Sergio Conceição coach Emma AC Milan or say only baby ete only efie papa ewo Milan because of that omotory complex wo na so the group no technical team no ebe amo best e de ama AC Milan omo club no na Rafael Leao na ebo coach Sergio Conceição about so coach no ready to die for the club into players no ebi so be kom ho e de ama club no Ansu Fati akane time and over was communicate ama Barca say onya bi more Barca last 4 games on dressing po na so still oni baby akọ o stay our Barca omo asoye Man United another bid for Patrick Dorgu left back na obo Emma Lecce omo 27 million euros plus add-ons ekoye Emma Lecce reject United an improved offer and ebo 8 United and Rangers ebo the Europa League. Juventus agree with Chelsea ni nyina no Renato Vega na Juve betua 5 million euros na June player no wabo until June boss no ebe so nemo oman friendship say buy out cloth the man so ani at the end of the loan deal no omon enso ebetimi ato no enti option to buy no sa clause no enso animo Man United so omon je less than 17 million euros so per Garnacho dia 17 or more na Ronald Araujo contract now extend them Barca no until June 2031 and I wrote that Araujo new contract no ebe expire or Barca. Victor Boniface Saudi Arabian clubs now start here omo edi ne ho enkomo Arsenal ameki enquire Dusan Vlahovic omo nya no so a omo epeye papa award winner Adaroma kwofo close nsem no yemfa NC ehanom
Montana de Tony ye di besi ha na fe yakọ yanim ye kika ko eba bebe nsem no mu kakra enso de amamo 0551599933 0551599933 messages no aha na me fano modin kan mwashase edibi babjafo enso babe transi na fe ya baba nsem mu kakra de amamo me ko Dawood Herbal ashe na makofan krato kakra aba beba na fe ya din chichire mu no so abrem Kessben television Dawood
Mena meda Dawood Heba hospital ano na enam meso enane Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse na duwei edutwem Dawood ointment Dawood ointment or say fetchi na ebeko. Ofa Dawood 360 capsules or cc na adie wom. Na drum yenu we adwuma bom. Obi a osisi ye o yapa. De obeye ne say, o de Dawood ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumre a. Nansa bia no na odi bia bo asawa, obetimi de atua. Udware wi a fa Dawood ointment. O de te ne fa sra. Ta brekro na no na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre. Na dance ye na ba amane o de enko na enko ti dance ni bi.
Dawood ointment. Edrowe me straighten and well done. The toda me pon adwuma na me honam nyina me ye me ho bibi enye yi. Ba se minya sa Dawood ointment we na mbitwitwi a na anopa so minya Dawood 360 na me nomo a ese kwa re me ye adwuma kra se kane no. The edrowe de edima se mama no be di so asema mama.
Ye electrician na ye adwuma ekofia yentimi na Dawood ointment. So ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na ho aye den Dawood ointment fa twi keke na ebeko.
Lua me yusu mama hode pa ma metumi gba adwuma bi e kama e ma me ye. Dawood 360 capsules and a Dawood ointment. O me mene we no na do we no so twitwi wa aposo e be ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de che otumi be adwuma. Dawood ointment fa twi na ebeko.
Da bia amafo company da o ka mu sa ko spreader. Me secret na nu ani ebudo na ani Dawood ointment ene papa me sole anopa me di twitwi me sisi achi me babia he me ntebre secret ni nie ti so person te sem ya we use Dawood ointment. That's the secret of my taxi driving.
Me a transmission gearbox specialist ejuma me ye en kan na me pega ade a na me nsakura antimi pega and asa me ma ade so na lock me sisi say fi se me share Dawood 360 capsules and Dawood ointment no abo me bebre the dry you na so amente ya mente bla bia obia mo modern so betimi apɛ Dawood ointment and Dawood 360 capsules enya bi ato
odofo se wate bi adro ya me ka ho asɛm no ɛno ho adanse ene wonom adi no ko pharmacy e ben wo herbal shop e ben wo ne koto Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules na sɛ de enkrofo di ho adanse no wo so be di ho adanse wo pɛ sɛ wo frɛ ya ɛno na wo screen ase no 0244 88 64 37 na 020 168 1717 baby a yeton aduro wo man Ghana mu bia no wo de wura also pɛ Dawood ointment and Dawood 360 capsules.
Okay, Dawood Herbal nkra to kakra na ye ko na so e ko faaye no na meni otwa Herbal e di nkomo kakra na fi ya bibi ensem no mu kakra Alex
Sejo
that is say
already go so hwe
e de nyankopon asepa my interior otwa Herbal se jare shiwa
wa
na obeba
Sejo we living legend o
so
and anope na metie mu sister station bi na manager papa and nyanwa se ni peti nyanwa cause omo ka Seju records enye easy abo adwuma na me pese da achi bi aso sa na nipa follow me na nipa de wujadi power asase so a ehia pa Seju
yes sir
ma menchia wahwefo no watiefo na memfa wo mu nko Divine Hope Herbal Center.
Okay.
Divine Hope Herbal Center.
Yeah.
Ya so ye kese no ewo Kumase Makru Abusuakuruwa Junction. Makru Abusuakuruwa Junction.
Okay.
Ye ka Divine Hope Herbal Center edro bako ene bo bi atirim eno ne otwea herbal powder. Otwea herbal powder. Na nansen no ye be hyase no na enipa ne bi pentem obi wo kɔ adwuma obi wo hɔ a wose me sɔle afri TV no ho enu nti ɛya me nti ba bia menya ɛyɛ munuro no bi ato ne senti eneme de numbers no hyase ɛyɛ 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 82 81 and 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 9037 eno ye WhatsApp line ti wo amanone na wo hwe me a ubetimi e de recording afa ho na one doctor edin nkomo ye ka otwea herbal powder eye aduro nwanwaso a doctor akofaba na aduro ye kamfuma wo bia otinka se ne sisi ye ne ya so wo ye oba ana bema na wo sisi eye wo ya wo sisi mu ewe wo sisi oje wo ho a enye wo tena se na yesu wo sori a na yesu ni nyina ne se sisie no ajonku ni nyina ne se sisie no asugar wo na me kamfo otwea herbal powder ibi ama wo se wo fa otwea herbal powder ibi na se wo tibi gu nsuo hiem na onum na wo bobo a wo sisi ya wo ye ni nyina a tena wo so ache no eba bejawo na wagina brane so oba ana berma na se wo ye berma na se sisi ya de betena wo so cha enche na ema no o matu din Mr 2 minutes efrise petre pio na wagemu sesi yi na efrise ni sisi mu huma ni nyina atete emu aye kuro nti wokosi ni ma sesi ya na wagemu obi a koko ehano koko nti ubon so opesa nani koko nti sebe ojane nan a ubon se moja kakra wom koko nti etode bi obeja ne nan no ubon se sebe wohu ahoro kakra wom koko nti ne yefunu ebom se de ensuo amuna na ensuo ebeto no na me doctor be se ubon se ne yefunu na ebom se tetewo enkane sebe Pentecost asore ban no ubon se bom kunkunkum koko ete wo so na se koko ha wo de a se wo ye oba na wo ye bema me kanfo otwea herbal powder amaw una se wo fa otwea herbal powder ibi anopa na wo tibi gu nsuo hiem na se wo bobo a wo koko yade a atena wo so ache ni nyina no koko yade no eba abejawo na se wo ye bema na se koko yade so betena wo so cha enche na ema no o matu din Mr 2 minutes efise sesi a petre pio na wo so wagemu ti woni pa bi a koko ha no se wo pusa woni sese bi uja wonan a na emoja kakra wom ubo se kokobo no na atwe aba no me kanfo otwea herbal powder amaw obi a wo so wo wakokekere wonsa okokekere wonsa no yase wo BP no ekosoro obi wo yase ne de no abafom BP yade bi a eyefun papa so wanhwe ne ya BP betima abejeje wa na adi stroke abeto so BP eba wo so a eto da bi a wonante kakra bi na waye mere obi wo ho a obo se to da bi a emoja timi tu ne hwinim emoja na etu no na da bi a mekase emoja etu hwinim no se wampa anu akire kwan na wampa duro bi a betima sa wo yade a ti se wotwea herbal powder dakro ubon se etwa wato ho etwa wato wa ba ko twa scan wo tirim yes wanya ntana breeding na ede wu ko stroke mu na wo ya bema na BP ba betina wo so cha ubon se enche no wanya guy name e wo ma no ho Mr 2 minutes efisa petre pio obewro no ho ni na bema ne ho esane no wo ya oba na BP betina wo so cha ubon se ama watenka aye wo lubido no na afei ayera enti bema eba ho a uni atenka bi anti wo se ne media mini atenka enya atenka na unie ma me unya dura ya friend watwea herbal powder emoy enu nti na BP na abetina wo so ache no ama watenka nyina ateko obi wo ho a ne to ase hwe no ne to ase ehwe no etwi na abesi ni nantu wapebrofo din bi ama no sciatica or ya labs or num nyuro obi wa ni nyuro egu polytank mi na doro bendem ene wo twe ni nyina ne se ne to ase mi na bi wo se mento se ya me ya etwe na enipa wo tinka se wo to ase etwe na afei etwe wa beka wo nantu no me kanfo otwea herbal powder ma una se wonya wotwea herbal powder bi na wo tibi gu nsuo hiem na wo bobo na anopa ma me anapapa wo so wo ba begina brane no wonya ahoden e de akọ wonyuma so otwea herbal powder yaso ye kese no ewo makro abusuakuru wa jansen eho na aso ye kese no ewo onipa bi wo ho a afei oda otimi sore no abedwonso be 30 minutes bi abonso abedwonso wana wa bia no abedwonso obi wo kura wodwonso a ubo se ebi akam oye bema odwonso a emaye mame anapapa wutie me first ni wuso no na wotwe oduro be na se dwonso de wa ubonso wotwe a ubonso wotimi dwonso tentenchen na uni aba di wachi a no wa ma France Kofi wo de odwonso feo afa ubonso wo di spell udin KOFI Kofi enne wodwonso no abesi wu na ase we ebo won ka ye se u prostrate na ra wodwonso twa no problem eba ho na se wo ye bema na wo start hu sa ne ma bi ete sa na orofo me kanfo wotwe herbal powder ma ona kohwehwe wotwe herbal powder na se wonya bi na wotigu nsuo hye ma no pa na se wo ba sa prostrate yade de nyina dwunso twa mu hawo ne nyina no eba be free wo so na agya wo se bema na se prostrate ba bema so a wo tire anya ya ye beto bema ne katika ana ya de rubber ebetum na se ya de rubber tum wia afa be ma wo be yemre e wo mpam eno na make kire wo se e ma ye nto rubber na nsa orofo wonya hu sunsuanso bi yetise no ko hwehwe wo twea heba pada na tete bi gu nsuohyem na bo na afa du nso twam yade ni nyina enyaw na wo so gina brane na afa wo kosine ni ma wati ma pem otwea heba pada e sa wo yade na e sa ma extra energy wei otwea heba pada na dwuma ebo no afa wo ye be ma ura gaye no wo su anya se wo su se adwale o bedware o na emu mo woro no ho no sebe ne be ma esen nanim no atwea kom aye lengelenge aye ketuwa bi aye se straw aye se crayon enti wo woro no ho no o su ene ne ba wo 4 years ye eye pe na wo be ma kura wo mpene ma de ye den se wo hu sansunsanso we bi wo so a be ma me kanfo otwea heba pada ama wo se kohwehwe wotwea heba pada na se wonya bi na titi gu nsuohye ma sa wo be ma na atwea kom ni nyina aye ketekete no ni nyina ebepie na wo so wa gina brane se be ma na ema so ama omo opiafo abra wako esinanim otwea heba pada enuro yi ubenya bi ato kumase ade coordinate fredinat ubenya bi ato baby bia yeton no kumase mankasimfo enko jeff heba saaso na blokumfo enko dr clement cape coast for ayaboachi ansa enkran so eye circle baby Kessben FM ewo no behind Vodafone office no ubenya otwea heba pada ni bi ato saaso na Kofodua for enko Gapsin Pharmacy Tamale enko PK Gombila eho ubenya bia so takrade for enko AA mensa afa wo yoba o menses eba abacha eye 2 days na etwa obi dia ba 1 day na etwa wo se me ntopad entimi ye normal dabi maame ni nyina sa niam we moja no eboaboa no na the fibroid aba beto yem oba bi wo wa boso so na se wo bebu ni nsa na wo bobna wose me nkwe aba enye wo mukran ka minim sese ma wo nkwe ni nyina ne se oba ne bobna osu na ebu oso a emoja ne ba no na eba tuntuntuntum oba se wo wei obi a okoye family planning na se afa o menses no emabiem ukoyi ye no unhu se o menses babiem wo ye bemfie mienu miensa ni unhu se o menses no ebabiem a orofo me kanfo otwea heba pada ma na se mo sa ma na mote se ni nyina doctor say se won saka otwea heba pada ni bia freno no onfa kibi nka ho freno onfa kibi nka ho ne moja na ntimi ma ni nyina a adawo wo yem no adawo ni paduanim ni nyina esan so otwea heba pada eye moja mo adwumenti ebe na ni moja na ma moja no bosome so a wo so wako abu nsa se wo ba na wagina brane afei doctor say oba bia e wo 7 gate oba bia wo 7 gate kiwe de Divine Hope Herbal Center yanko ne kutaye oba bia wo 7 gate na no na se be ma wo ne oba hia wo mpam na ubie first gate ubie second gate ubie third gate ubie de toso 9 no afa enso no ubonso oba na tiem agye na watwe ne to ase kakra enye se ya na ye ne ya wo di na wura different realm obie different realm ama oba no e bia wo ye be ma udi ukosine ni masesi ya no wagye mu untimi mie second gate mpo ene wa bebie de toso nso doctor say kohwehwe wotwea heba pada no wonfa kibi enka ho otwea heba pada ye numbers ni eni frɛ doctor sesi ye 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 82 81 ana de atwa to ne 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 ano ye WhatsApp line entimu wa mono ne se wo hweme na wote menka utimi frɛ doctor na one no edi imputa ho otwea heba sija ne hyewa
wa
na obeba sedu
Elizabeth Dasipa na fia manfo my friend numbers no Mr. Otwea heba ne nyine o me ho tiwa wo di message eba magami otweo avogus Mr. Otwea heba no ye ton be etonton nyina waka numbers no frɛ na nya bi na koto ye mfa nche wa ha avogus all right yeah twaso Kessben television Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra o say me can avogus a nipa ebredi avogus nti you are hu nipa kro avogus war rich keep fit club Mr. You can never cheat nature in this world. Whatever goes up will definitely come down. when the diminishing returns started setting in Jose Mourinho coaching career, he became an object, okay, of ridicule and mockery by the Pep Guardiola fans, and now the table has turned, and they are tasting their own bitter pill. Wow. The Obidi Abba, I don't know, anti-TOA, or say, you can never cheat nature. In this world, whatever goes up will definitely come down. When the diminishing returns started setting in Jose Mourinho coaching career, Jose Mourinho's coaching career, he became an object of ridicule and mockery by the Pep Guardiola fans. And now the table has turned, and they are tasting their own bitter pill. Sometimes people should remember to leave the stage when the applause is high. He should accept the reality and leave, else he will tarnish his reputation in the club. Justice Mampong Asem Health Center and the way Abba. Pep Guardiola and leave scene. Applause in the high, and it's a good one. He must say. Amrana Jose Mourinho, need by City fans. Say I took Pep Guardiola. And Ocresa at time that's so live scene no. Pep Guardiola.
Live scene so free Manchester City.
No, I don't know the opposite.
Okay. Maybe leaving the scene is two things.
Okay.
If I'm to pick
people should remember to leave the stage when the applause is high.
So he's just saying that Pep should leave Man City.
Yes. City?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, Pep, the other has own free system. Who are the coaches?
Okay.
He is still one of the best in the game. But the autonomy, it happens to every coach.
The own free city.
He won't leave. He won't leave. The reason is simple. How many teams you're willing to spend like Manchester City? You know, Pep is a checkbook manager.
I said
or your coaches now, Omudisika and a winning trophies in Libya. He just like Carlo Ancelotti. On your coach, Abeka say he nurture players or titi no grew no doma ba beji bibi. That he's a checkbook manager.
Okay.
Odisika mana or coach Germans no top players. Now our players no their ba beji trophies amount.
And the top teams ni na subano no.
That's why
Pep no, big clubs in this anomaly.
Big clubs is different from big coaches. And your coach be an checkbook manager.
Okay.
And your coach be a.
Okay.
So offer obi say Ferguson. Offer obi to say Klopper. You know, they have the luxury to pick ordinary materials, nurture them, let them grow within the system. No matter be very big. But the amount of money Pep spent in the market, the amount of money Carlo Ancelotti spent in the market is different from other coaches. And the Pep you will be a baby or Wakobiano. Apart from Barcelona, offer the La Masia guys nibi a quality materials no hodada. Or the bar the very top no. Pep baby a Wakobia, you know, was spending sika. Even January, I have bonnetia say enko you know. Wafa Vitor Ruiz, wafa player back from Lens, and they were signing Omar with for 70 million euros. Into how many teams in the game today and they're ready to spend because Pep both team who here's kind of why I sell it. Said you, and they offer Real Madrid that even the Madrid of all teams, she said for free players. Into Omo Alfonso Davies, Omo Trent Alexander-Arnold. Say 2 players in the contract be and na Omo di Omo be free. Omo di Kelele Mbappe be free. So Madrid of all teams are not willing to pay so much in the market. Barcelona na another destination for Pep Guardiola no. Barca for sika kura no mu nya bi. And omo team dey register omo players. So if Pep come to Barcelona now, sika ben will be used because said yo, in as much as Barcelona what talented and potential materials will be here can. Said yo, the typical Barcelona supporter who have followed the team from the early days of Johan Cruyff till today. And him says all teams being equal. Enye Kubasi, enye Badi, enye Casado need the Barca materials. So person competing for Champions League now since 2015. Ewo Berlin Stadium, Barca intimi win na. These are not the materials to win you the Champions League. You need quality. You need experience. Those are the materials almost befitting the standard of Barcelona. and they do ready ska. A similar situation to say. Dr. Massimo Moratti ni hobio. And I was spending so much. He just a call. Inter Milan, which material so nyai. Samuel Eto'o, Diego Milito, Dejan Stankovic, Okofo Aliozima Ferreira de Souza Lucio by. And you know, she Juma Juicy at the year. She players are Pep Guardiola, a use of Manchester City. Now, from Yaya Toure, a drop of Bessie Fernandino de Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. And then Ababesi Rodrigo, Hernandez Cascante, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Ike Gundogan. Still, he continue to make amends. And Pep on free Manchester City because I do. Pep asema ye kanya sa nema ya to papi coach bia wati to be a bia to ne pen. Obia Ferguson yan fair share of it after winning the 1999 treble. You know, Oko off. I'm saying Oko off in the Champions League until Sawa Sebebo against Chelsea at the Lusniski. Obotia Chelsea G yan no bebo 3 consecutive final at the Stadio Olimpico at Wembley and in Barcelona Anfa and Timiamon Oko off. Arrigo Sacchi after winning it in the 89 and test Oko off. It happens to everybody. Materially people finances are to assume and son of Beje Bakope. We tented the boss in the fair share. Carlo Ancelotti and AS Europe, you know, the greatest coach, you know, on the fair share of it. It happened to Ottoman Hatfield. It the coach is no beer, you know, the blip will come. By your ability to recover. A Horn and Maya Casa, coach you Jan and Aso. Jose Mourinho about Chelsea. He won the Premier League twice, play in the multiple knockout stages in the Champions League, no free. You know, just to call Real Madrid, no. Now headlay, very difficult for them to clear, was against Lyon. But anytime you see a Lyon, be our clear. Now, Onyani issues with Dortmund and Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Inter Milan, and you know, he won the Champions League for them. It's the Atu Pep, you know, an error or the Ababe drew certain level. Obi expecting also transitions. And you know, Pep and yet quick and yet transition because Obi Bekas and I said Madrid for na dominate yache. Argentina or more the debut omguso. Who are over share Madrid team ni biano. Time ayas best show mo 4 ewo Benabao no. A free one no. And almost say CMA Vini ni Rodrigo chance in the Champions League. They won it. Benzema ko no mo take over. E mu hona no ko fa Jude Bellingham bae. Omodi a player or he comes in with different mentality, different attitude. He want to win something. And Omodi is Kakofa the best player in the German Bundesliga bae. Now this isn't because they want to change certain things within the setup and Omodi Kelele Mbappe aba. And the Pep problem ni na say, you know, he over relied on players now what you saw for years. And in football, coaches no my loyalist in a real Obani Biguase. In 2006, Italy won the World Cup. In 2010, instead of the material ebe make amends, no the different guys ababe rating mama ni metimi akoyin. He stick to the old guys. Obe fairly good and him as a poto in 2010 World Cup. You know, in 2010 Spain won the World Cup. Omopa 2014, no bien himself we changed the boss bearing changes. One yet he came and he was embarrassed. Luis Felipe Scolari team now DJ Confederation Cup in 2013. Over 2014, or sticky to Star Boys now, Brana. Firmino, Coutinho, more rising and more former. He was embarrassed by Germany. Into Pep, I am so loyal to these guys. And I think next season, you know, signings now, he's gradually doing those transitions. I don't think KDB, John Stones, Akanji, and all those guys who still play for Manchester City next season. Transition na Pep and you know, 80% of these Manchester City players, they've won the Premier League on multiple occasions. They've won the Champions League. What else? Nti adie a cost will be an ebafem, but ebafem and yema obeya ema ometofem no. E honi baby at see Pep on. For Pep Guardiola to play against Feyenoord or concede 3, or against this is one of the worst Juve sides. When Timmy and Juventus, he played against PSG. Said you, PSG any PSV no benable draw. Let's go and read the question. Arsenal show. I can't run a pong game every no money ago. But after 2 goals, you more better share Pep Guardiola 4. And you know, they can say Pep also make amends. But teams now back on the general. Maybe a possible destinations no. Only enough to pay. Almost the Pep beating achieve.
Or sign fresh contract in Czech.
Yes. In Man City, the better now. Player or pen next season beyond better man. We go with the normal be scarce watch because
How many top players has Pep Guardiola bought in his entire career? And they should tell me, I don't support you on this. Survivor.
But he doesn't support me what?
On what you said, sir.
I said he's a checkbook manager and the first supporter.
You know, Busa, how many top players has Pep bought in his entire career?
How many top players?
Top players. Now, a man is scanner, a man, you know,
I
don't know, so I say on top big players.
The fact
on one develop woman.
Pep only develop KDB. Only develop KDB. Only develop Rodri.
At least or the brave account.
You know, as coach BIB improvement. And the crowd on an academy. On the Todi Silva. On the Fernandino be do that level. No.
Oh, Busa said, how many top players?
You know, I'm mentioning names, and I'm saying that Pep is a checkbook manager. I want anybody to dispute that. In the history of football, only Carlo Ancelotti has spent the power. And that is a fact. And I'm mentioning names. Ellen Holland will free dot more bad out to say. It's, you know, coaches there. Even the Southampton Brentford coaches, they improve materials. Arturo Vidal was the best midfielder in Europe before joining Bayern Munich.
Okay.
80 players there, Obia, Toby Dibika. But I'm saying maybe Pep, he's thinking of Pep going for Ballon d'Or winners or best players in the world. That is the angle that you look at it from. But players at their own level, those are big players and quality materials within. I'm not saying Pep ain't improve players. But time and Ruben Diaz free Portugal, and he was the best centre back in the Portuguese league. It's there now, you know, our person who be. Just go Vidal joining Manchester City was one of the best players at the 2022 World Cup. Into Opeso who's a Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo Mbappe and Kwani players are the best. I don't know. Those players are best within their own way at their own league and no more. Into Pep on the Carlo Ancelotti almost spend this Obia within the game. That is why I'm saying that he is a checkbook manager and any team of Becon. You know, I said Mamouche on your big player. And I said, but Mamouche is 70 million pounds. So what I say?
Daily Mail quote 63.
Oh, okay.
That's 59 and then 4 million added on.
Okay.
And now
from the transfer market, they give me 70.
Okay.
It is, you know, boy, Mamouche is 70 million. Until how do you tell me the big player that you're talking about? And he's proving in the German Bundesliga. It is all person who Rodrigo, all person who Vini, all person who Mbappe, you knew so that player. But Mamouche is one of the best players in the German Bundesliga. And Pep signed him. Those are the material that I'm talking about.
Well, did Ebemana lose 2-0? Mention 4. And check, premiership no more. 2-0, sir.
On the Brentford.
Yes.
On the Brentford. 2-2.
What's going on? Only 2-2.
Okay, one.
We were 4-2.
The engine room na bubu. Pep on the car now, which the engine na bu. And we are back. Now, Pep, the engine ni bua. The defense no always get exposed. The engine here. Obi a watch Manchester City. Kovacic buy normal recover because Kovacic is giving them the same style, the same profile. Rodrigo Cascante de Mao. Into Kovacic buy normal picky. Okoye no ejigui. You know you Kovacic. I know you Kovacic free game in the team. Let's say cry. Pep was so much believe in Iko Gundogan. Minim se coach na Iko Gundogan ayenim. Minim how disciplined I know he's an intelligent player. But you know, intelligent in it, I now American one who are so play rope. Iko Gundogan and the baby were doing to contain the pace in the Premier League, you know, adding at the man. But Pep still believe in him. KDB after the injury, you know, he's very ordinary. And no man who say Kevin De Bruyne is she and Rasada. And the fulcrum of the Pep team, the engine of the team, Nabubu. And Obian himself Pep team no. Now who did in film from Sergio Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Xavi Alonso, Thiago Alcantara, and then Arturo Erasmo Vidal. That has always been the Pep midfield. Fernandinho, David Silva, KDB, and Oba Rodrigo, and Oba Kevin De Bruyne, and Oba Bernardo Silva, and Oba Ike Gundogan. And no nema Pep holding. The difference, the Obian is a Pep difference yet because you know, and Oba Matias Nunes on our right back. Matias Nunes is an attacking player. Obo just go Vidal, on him defend the Okon and him no yard. And he plays Ruben Diaz and Manola Kanji. And the moment I will feel no better no, and Osha PG midfield now. These are guys Fabian Ruth translates very well. Jao Nevas after Marco Verratti is the best in terms of retentional play. Born you could not win or to stay 10 years your baby in midfield. Enti enra anya nwa say Jao never saw the man of the match o temu Manchester City midfield no. Enti Pep unya say ni mfimfini pe Genoa na ho odin asa. And for me the midfield of Pep and a Genoa amban you consider sales goals and Pep ntimi set up midfield in 2 games obema the same players. It really tells you how those players have lost confidence and those players are lose form. It's a Pep problem in the Genoa. I think it is the midfield na man who man intiminya control, man in dominance, man creative, now dominating in terms of possession, man defense no hon tono. And then I'm a Pep Guardiola said you. Or Brian after 2 goals, or be conceded 4. The defense remember some go be in Manchester City defense and yet look at how they considered the last 2 goals. Very, very poor. From Diaz and then Manola Kanji at their level and no more experience. No, you expect them somewhere something better. But you know, and no Muntimi, Bradley Bakula Domonamso. Muntimi contain those guys. And for me, the engine room now breaking on, and I'm a Pep team and Yamanko Isa.
All right, remember Arsenal win, no, and so Madrid, and so a win here. That's be other results. Kakre Binafi. Franco Naro, doctor, I remember when I'm sure was initial comments.
Agro. Yeah. We share Tenefe. It's so romantic. It's so romantic. Usikeni kwabna jemfi.
Yamin shirasuda. Amen. Yamin mani nyoho. Onyene sa. Yamin mani nyoho.
Abem dada.
Amen. Me jifa, me jimisum. Okay. Now I want for be epe arrangement in the format and whatnot. A biom say. Yabo how many matches?
Yeah, the Champions League.
Ebi share, be lose. As a boy no mobile.
Yeah.
You so bet massage church mu biwa.
What that mean?
And he for the be come and na kwan be number for some be come and he for the be free. Yeah.
What that mean? Say for Champions League now. New format in it. Yeah. As we speak, we don't friend the league phase. Now so far it was 36 teams and the league phase.
Okay.
Now obia any 8 different teams and a 8 matches. We could be home and chess or beba into 8 matches now. Yam fan say Real Madrid bebono. Or bebo 4 away against 4 different opponents.
Okay.
So 4 no omo mani krum. Or sane 4 different teams and so bebo woni home. Into you be a draw mana 8 opponents. Uno mubo 8 matches. Now the TN says Sunny na all the 36 teams no league table ba coupe to say the league in 36 teams. And to say obiabo 8 matches we are me no can say obiabo 7 matches general. Obiabo 7 matches.
Okay.
Into 8 matches in we are now for your league table no. First 8 in your direct qualification to the round of 16. So from group stage, from league phase, call round of 16. Now, move first when 16 teams are, move progress the league phase, league table now after the first 8 games now. First 8 teams automatic qualification. And from 9th to 24th. From 9th to 24th, you better playoff. Like anyway, you better draw into a free 9th now copy. I think 16. The next 8
to 24 for me 16 teams.
Only 16 teams. It's only a pair of them. Into a pair of ones no more bar. Why a bell eliminate you no free? But what will eliminate you? So 8 teams no more eliminate you. No more bar 8 now qualified at that. Near 16 teams. Into 16 teams, any a draw. Now for your ball round of 16.
Okay.
Your ball round of 16 we are near quarter finals, near semi-final, now you do final.
Okay.
And after the league phase, first of all, from position 25 to 36, more free. You bought 8 matches in we are. More would be 25 up to 36, more free. Then from 9th to 24, you had the move 16 teams.
Home and away are now 1 game.
I'm home and away.
Okay. 9 to 16.
Yes.
Okay.
Into Muba, the over qualifier. No, a progress.
Okay.
An interesting aspect of it, say, a quite fast league table. Some 4 points a year per. A very quite complex. You better after some points here, Peno, or more better more goals. You do be opponents are new boy, or more position, crab it me am better than Obi.
Okay.
Nti send your home city no. So general, clear as a team to say Liverpool there. Se say there, Omaji Omo take it. Oma qualify. Ibetumi aka say Barcelona and so qualify because 18 points no more under that 9 for no on team in Drew Inter Milan, Arsenal, Inter Milan are almost there. Inti send your home city no. Who share a Kamia Kwese be a big team be a neho or like a hukakra at the mano ebeye Manchester City. Send a real and City Omofri because that 25 with 8 points with the last game to go. What it means and it says City winning the last game. Now Osha say teams in the world were 10 points, no Benfica, ne PSG, no one to mention. City is in a dicey situation.
Wow.
A Champions League. No.
Honorable Kojo Bajimai, Yami had more channel do birthday. One for luck, I'm out team.
But my dream say against Club Bridge, last game, no, Etihad there. They are likely to win. That win here, 11 points. Teams now what 10 dozen. So be a dropping points are here now. City.
They can't no game no crowd.
No game no there. I say Kojo Bajimai birthday that be.
Out.
Echina. And can be a good birthday. And I'm fat.
I invited brother Sammy.
So
my boy, I hear you man. I was Santi Achmagugu.
Brother Sammy. Obebo gospel now, everybody.
Aye.
Gospel.
Yeah.
You know,
Friend of Pabe no
kuno.
Arapa no kuno. Obebo ye nyuma praises you know how I na say the one money muye.
Let's start worship.
Yeah.
My God is. What do we have to answer? Because you also need birthday, no na. As I touch him, Krum Honum, then shed down. Yes. I have go for Becca. Say,
Johnny Epau.
Wadaruma, Unokwa. I just come to ask a great friend or somebody.
Aye. I could be at a cemetery. All started with gospel, you know, Mr. Manan Kosa.
Thank you for coming.
So we have a dream fin what yes.
I do, baby.
Could you so?
Unokwa.
O si adie yo.
Buzumuru.
Ojo baji ba. Wa gospel sa ko wie birthday no. You know, akofa simpi aba. Most of the players Pep bought were not known and established in Europe, unlike Ancelotti. Survivor. So I agree with that contributor that things aren't going on well for Pep. For him to buy a defender and a striker in this lane window tells us that things aren't rosy for him. It's possible he could sink like Jose Mourinho. Klopp saw the signs earlier and he quit Sani Saliu. Anyway, so above Abraham. Doc, yejum kakrai.
General, name and come on OD and in a comparison no ye no. Do kai bia no kre. Omama no player we knew was why na yard was in Neymar. We knew why na yard was in Neymar. And Neymar GD say in modern football there are only 2 players who are better than him. Was Messi and Ronaldo. Clearly, I agree with him in total. Meaning the yard dream a broso say Mbappe Bruno. Di Maria Nuruno, Luis Suarez in Nuruno, Rivaldo Nuruno, or more Mudimbe to tune Hunina Ubia in Nuruno. General, the Neymar, sometimes I ask myself, say, would football be fair? See, it say Neymar, Anye Ballon d'Or da, Bakakaji Ballon d'Or. It's quite funny and quite interesting. Sometimes it is what it is. Neymar, APA at his peak when there is Ronaldo and Messi. He's still 32, and some of us feel that a Kwebisono, a Niama say a Onuane lifestyle, say injuries and now whatever, but clearly Neymar did not live to realize his full potential as a player. Me feel the player can be Beno a Ronaldinho.
Okay.
After Messi ne Ronaldo, maybe Ronaldinho. I may place Ronaldinho ahead of Neymar, but it's quite unfortunate. Neymar injuries in there taking a lot out of him. He's not a center forward, but it's amazing to know that in the history of Brazilian football, he's their all-time top scorer. Brazil are producing strikers. The almighty Pele, Romario, Ronaldo, Luis Nazário da Lima, name them. Yet it is Neymar who is their all-time top scorer. It tells you how proficient he was in his heydays. It will be Brejidi is a Neymar, quite Neymar Nkoye man, a can be na Brazil, Drew Baby Nkoye. So for me, I agree. And Luis Suarez are fan in terms of talent and all that.
Okay.
So Minya shows in Jabinu Jai no Krenana or Kaye. General Man City, I had 3 signings in January. Normally, and your common practice, say big teams. Ever since sign Bibri in a year winter transfer window and not January transfer window. No. But City kodi ahihiem no money abrese kwambia no omo pese omo eye bibi. Me feel say omo niema e from no Andy Boba akoso omo midfield ni titriu empempi. If you know any Guardiola team, the gentleman standing in front of the central defenders is very key for any Guardiola team ever flourish. Rebecca Sergio Busquets. At Madrid, I think it was Thiago Alcantara. Bayern Munich. Xabi Alonso so ebeboy. Uba Man City in the Fernandinho Jumedi Odini Die. Then came Rodri. And Edruabina Rodri Nikovacic in Sankoyi. And it looks like motivation level for some of the players have also come down. And at age. Kevin De Bruyne enya injuries upon injuries. He's not growing younger and a potency above from Bibri. Midfield said one of the biggest assets was the right fullback in Kyle Walker. Clearly, Walker is no more part of the system. So Guardiola's attempt to rebuild his team is something break kakra. And they were cover Omar Mamouche Edinaba. Mijidi say ordinary be replace Alvaro the ordinary Atletico Madrid Julian Alvarez. Because Osha Alvarez one man either so better actually edu baby na oni Ellen Haaland abodi abum. Na me bisa me na no say e kwan be na oba be use Omar Mamouche because player was share 20 goals in 26 games in there. Ukofa ni January enye bench asem. So how no be twerk the system no they absorb it Mamouche. Another thing will be a person obere. Maybe he would want to play him from the wings. Which competitors and the wings on them? Savino and I say Jeremy Doku and I say Jack Grealish. These are the guys as who decide this or me who Guardiola or shed them both top 2 to say there now Frankfurt for the Mamouche. But general is a good signing. January transfer window. So munya kwambe fast so edine red team nim kakra. If they expect so much from him, they say bit to me implode. Another thing be boa Ellen Haaland because Kamia ko say go shene nei Kevin De Bruyne and Mode Mano. Bibi koto Ellen Haaland so if you bring Omar Mamouche is a good signing. General I'm saying Mamemfa Enuncianum. Champions League in there clearly the big boys are still delivering with the exception of Man City. General I mean who Man City are? Yeah, bunu say that. So Man City Pep Guardiola team a real game no. Who correct statistics about possession Man City 37%.
No more defend.
37% Man City defended. Yeah, the nature taban. And a bo musa bate. Yeah, bo musa not short to win the man soon. When the man soon say wow, this is no Man City. PSG nya 26 shots total. City ball 9. Big chances PSG had 8. And they did not only outscore them, but they outplayed and outscored them. The interesting thing is that it is a game of first half goalless. City came into the second half strongly, scored 2 goals, then PSG are taking over. They say they are on the verge of being eliminated at the league phase, but I think they can account for club bridge.
All right. The current happenings to Pep Guardiola and Man City have made me love this word, ephemeral. Yes, ephemeral. That I come in cancer. Achim asene that the way ba. Okay, ephemeral. Let's just say short-lived. Okay. What City is undergoing under Pep Guardiola is called peak performance theory. It's a great research and on its own in football medicine. It happens to great coaches, clubs, and national teams, especially when golden generational transitions are lost. Refining and solving these situations or such trajectories are really difficult. It takes a lot of time or a long time. MC Bakwal, Kombolo, Kotoko medical team member, anyway, Abraham.
But General, City situation, you bit describing as ephemeral. City, dominance, and yes, short too. Omashi Crawford for over 6 seasons.
Yes, Omashi will be the Real Madrid 4 as also the Etihad.
Abo Champions League final twice. Ajibako. For about 6-7 seasons, they've been on top. Until I don't think we can describe it as short-lived. Like dominance, you know, Leicester City for the
Guardiola about Premier League only twice spent on 1 G League.
Yeah, so
that is counted in 2017, of course. 2020.
We can say they are
under Jurgen Klopp.
And how many teams in the team did not for 6 consecutive seasons? How many teams?
With our individual honest and that of country, real football entertainment and its panache is with Ronaldinho Gaucho. He's second to none in this generation. Sunniness, we agree. Gaucho.
Last night we can say Gaucho ye training. As in park, no sooner Messi ni Ronaldo, Baba Yareba, and Ray Mubi Ebeko as in Makohega Gaucho training.
Wow.
Yes.
Sometimes when I come to Kumasi to watch Kumasi Asante Kotoko's matches, I feel like coming to your studio the next morning to greet you. But from the way you treat some of your friends, especially Opaki, I get scared of getting close to you. But when you get to know my secrets, I'm dead. WO2, I'm Ponsa, Bema Camp.
Not just a W, who was secrets for?
I had you. I'm my close friends, but somebody messages about. I want to be family. Yeah, I'm going to Bentisa.
Na yehu bibi.
Yehu nkofo no yehu nkofo almost said that on the how. Oh. Now messages no more the banner. If you are me and me edit it. Omo attack me. You expect me to read that message?
Unprovoked attack.
Yes. Nobody say NTK, our NTK. Me I hold the message Abraham say me kind. Oh attack me your message personally. This be for program no.
But some TK crown can was somebody. Kota rubber no.
Kota rubber yeah, we are for the dynamic.
How anu kota rubber?
Unum Kufo Galo.
Okay, Kufo Sagalo.
Okay.
Ba kota rubber de uni.
Uni no, okay.
Kota rubber de.
Uni ba ko jusu. Ko jusu ko ntiki o
ko jusu ko nkonki to enu jama se bueni.
Kota rubber na o.
O de bueni me hona kota rubber.
You describe who you say you
okay, it's all there.
White pimpin tino red and blue.
They cut off
content no.
Any crudgy.
It is any BOG wo mi.
Yeah, any WWE susa.
Kota rubber around anything around and any city.
One natural muno.
Content ni clean.
Ko boni me nyana.
Gugu ani me be ye.
Esi boni ma wo no. Oh, me brother, all right.
You are going to go be bought can and Bujan say ah. Nansa we almost say no dey pa. Nani apetition dey na no dey. Jai. Apetition dey unya dey correct and some be any
okay, in WO2, me famous man fan ko soja for so we say modia me admamu dodo nti me famous man mo so kra da.
Dia went man ye do bit me yes obona baso.
What is that?
We say soldier for no, say you reveal, at least you have reason for doing that.
Do I need this from you at this time?
So, me say soldiers, for me niagro. So being a soldier who has sempe no.
No, me here we through her at this time 10, 11, 10. Is it fair to me?
So they are waiting to run you beat me. So say, Ubonabazo.
Narrow. The Ferropa. Okay. You face here. The Coca Kutumansa. Okay. NTW. Minkwasa.
Yabra.
Yabra. The years of Baba Kasayi. All right. Enti yanko enim kakra. Awa Mohammed, and I didn't have the
So you me pese me hwe Mamouche na me de link Egyptian players on my Premier League.
Okay.
We say oye very happy say oye the first Egyptian player okwakoba Manchester City. At least yenya Riyad Mahrez wakwakoba Manchester City some couple of seasons and said you okoba me were interest e that story no. And of course said you enwa CAF the statement about say omo disqualify Congo Brazzaville e the CHAN tournament na e be baso no for fielding an unqualified player during the qualifiers no. And said you of course okoba me him. Okay. And then Winfred Zaha to Charlotte FC on loan from Galatasaray. Okay. Yes. Sisi also oko joining Major League Soccer no.
I see.
Yeah. Wow. So Sejo Okoba, of course. Of course, and then you have the Australian Open semi-final now.
Okay. Tell Dr. Franco Naro that even Messi and Ronaldo don't come near Ronaldinho. Let's forget about stats. Neymar doesn't come near Ronaldinho. Thanks, my boss. Therefore, for the Abba and
Ronaldo. Some catch and place Ronaldinho ahead of Neymar.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm so this is Ronaldinho.
Okay. WO2, please, if you want to prevent Sergio from bringing your secret, then the only thing you have to do is to get rid of Dr. Franco Naro. He's a very dangerous man. He's the one fueling all the secrets of people. Inspector Wilberforce Asante. Police, police, also they are no. Yes. So they are about police, also they are about. All right. Baba police. Inspector, yes,
you should get rid of me.
Yes.
Police
also now a deadly. Now the I can't make his comment. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. Andy, you have other games in the Kakra.
Well, you know,
Madrid winning, Arsenal winning, other yes, Kakra be enough for you.
Sergio, yeah, come on, just
come on, United game.
You go for any abdo.
As I this can't football as a man.
United game,
now I'm
I discuss football.
United Rangers. Old Trafford.
Now we're discussing football. Yanko. Man United.
Mama Jai Bobo no.
We're talking about Manchester City struggling.
Chelsea going
but for the first time in many years, Bayern are also struggling in the group phase of the Champions League. So the two teams are Champions League in the last 6 years. Obien team no omo group phase of the Champions League, you know. Those two teams are struggling. And he's a student of Pep Guardiola. Company, you know, Okoje 4-1 Munji Stadium against Barcelona. Aston Villa, nobody thought Villa, every team has hit my friend Bayern Munich. And Shekoya Santiago Jimenez do Macacofaso, Feyenoord, Edo Macacofaso. So company also need to wake up. And Sergio Bayern also boys a lot of hype around the Bayern guys.
Yeah.
We only say and look at the hype around him. Let us say he's still struggling to live up to expectations. And the company needs to wake up. And almost two central defensive pair is one of the worst centre back pair in Europe. Last season they had almost even with three, the late Kim Min-jae and Dayo Upamecano we had almost and after Lucas Hernandez, Omuntimina a solid centre back. Omuntimina bi. Omo form money na players are born there. nti eno ahwe kwan am fa so consistent. Look at the penalty Rafael Guerrero and so ebe koso ye enti Kim Min-jae edi Upamecano anytime a team be share omo a obemu oni aye de na wakọ omo so bia no Genoa Bayern always get exposed and then obi a follow Santiago Jimenez in the Eredivisie no one of the consistent top scorers in Europe. Yeka Jokeres, he's one player you can rely on when it comes to goals. Argentine born see a kind of Mexico and then Bayern trade goals Genoa na mama. Real Madrid on one started but after the Bergamo game Omulusu to AC Milan Genoa no game no boy me we adwen say any game bia na was through bia we had the likes of Dede Kofu said Samson Bedumwa. These are not the top guys in the European night Robert Pesa but the quality of the goals and then Madrid different the quality of the goals Shakwanya first goal was a normal one but the pass from Vini Jr. to Jude Bellingham Jude Edin and I can't born and son or go air for the first goal and look at the assist for the second goal. So this is the first goal. The pass now Vini did 2 more Jude Edin and I can't grabby a certain half for Rodrigo de Rodrigo Etumuno. This is the pass and Sedu how Vini turned and she control from Jude or set a ball man with ease. And the second assist from Jude Bellingham back heel no baby almost 30 game ni free any kind of fast some man Rodrigo back heel no an fake. You don't expect such from Jude. Say game no cause obetimi amada back heel na otimdi you obi afrim and so here Rodrigo awanche ho kra Jude ma back heel na straight this is the back heel from Jude Bellingham Rodrigo ahome quality ball ne that them. That was the second goal until Mbappe pressed goalkeeper no and enya third goal no edemaye and you need to watch the Vinicius Junior last 2 goals. A question on far so share the fourth one how see far ball no take it on 2 defenders and no place it ball to the far corner and so I share almost place na Mbappe goal ni or press goalkeeper no and a goalkeeper no cut on match no edemana otimi edeball no eto atenem omo nyina move from the left omo ye deadly. And so I shall Mbappe move from the left, now or bar no shit. Rodrigo move from the left, no bar, and no shit. And Genoa. The same thing applies to Vini Jr. and Suf move from the left, now or bar no shit. This is Vini's first goal, or you fair defender enough from Muntem cry. Or the second one also, and look at the placement. Quality goals, and I'll be here from these guys in the Champions League night. And in the last 3 seasons, he has been the most decisive player in the Champions League. Inti Madrid almost back. Obia nim say no mbe free mu e group phase and almost best struggle but gradually almost picky pieces no. Arsenal ya there against Zagreb now we expected so much but almost why a team this season almost on and off. Oh who say almost be sha no makwa akotia da who say game no be almost be ni no draw but eno almost so a team ya there and the Champions League this season they've not been bad at all. Almost so try so moving idea on bend. Declan Rice in the first goal in the UEFA Champions League. Oba Arsenal no about the home audience, but playing for West Ham and everything, so we a chance to play in the Champions League. And this is the first time I know to share goal in the Champions League. The Arsenal, Mikel Arteta and the guys don't idea. AC Milan gradually and so but Champions League in the pan and in when you have those teams playing in the Champions League now more earlier, it's just going forward, you're saying the old guys in the back. And Rafael Leao this season, he's playing very well in the Champions League. And you've been about Costoli shown again the big guys and maybe the quality of goals so much. But then when AC Milan needed him in that game, or Sanchez said, or a player or betting and rely on him. Inconsistencies in the dorsal. But I think say when you're a very good coach, no only potential, no pushing. He's one of the top guys.
back, front. I love you guys. Praying to meet any of you one day. Awal is too gentle, but he might be very dangerous. Bra Kwame, it's better. Nazadi we are brave.
You know, Barcelona didn't get too heavy. Barca, it's early days here for you to write anything off. But Barcelona, to say Manchester United, Bayern Munich, when you see them winning the Champions League, you see them dominating domestically. Sana Barcelona here. And so when we say Barca, almost brave fear, I am not wanting yet. This season, they've been on and off. Almost 30 years, but they see more I did their mom because of the performance of ATM and then Real Madrid. Season I feel you all have. And you might beat me, but for Madrid to take 7 points lead, Barca call 9, Madrid I bet you almost some more. Omo guys see gradually almost pick it together. Time who say Mbappe share, Vini share, Rodrigo share, who 2, who 1, but almost pick it. Se Barca person almost Champions League Nigeria also waking up from their slumber. I also hope if you ne Barcelona to say the Mecano. Bayern almost Champions League about Omaji Bundesliga. Who say Manchester United they bought Champions League final and also almost Champions League. We know GEP. The same thing applies to Barcelona. Anytime you see them performing in Europe, it translates into their domestic performance. In the Barca person almost Champions League, you know, Benfica team I embrace you don't struggle against them. They need to wake up.
Okay. And also an honorable Kojo Ba Ajiman. You see what the WO is telling you. The day will get you, Kojo Ba Ajiman soon as I do we are Bremen. Minima we say a threat.
A threat.
The day will get
you. The day will get you. Which means you not so much message you. You see, I don't say any of them. Make my choice simple. Yes. Make my choice simple.
Wait now report.
Let's meet me at channel. So, Onyamia.
If you are a grown walker.
And you grow. Okay. I heard the former GFA president saying that Kumasi Asante Kotoko is the biggest club in Ghana. Pick the two teams. Pick the two teams. Hatofuk have more trophies than Asante Kotoko. Okay, they won 6 league titles in a row, and they are the only team in Ghana to have won the treble, and the only team that won the Champions League without losing a game. Even when it comes to critical games, you can't compare Kumasi Asante Kotoko to Hatofuk. Okay, Noah. Odoko Accra, as the way about no, I can be a farm message, you know. And now I was okay. Real Madrid was what a question. Okay, you know what the horse.
Real Madrid Omunji treble.
Real Madrid.
Yes, Omunji treble.
Now, okay, Real Madrid.
As I'm not example. So it's the only club our G treble.
Okay.
Real Madrid did treble. But you can't. Can you tell me any other big club also channel?
Okay.
But so the name okay, can I pick it?
So I pick one.
If you want to argue,
Omunkwa the first teamer, winning 6 league titles.
Oh, no doubt.
Atwaso.
Yes, no doubt. My cat titles in Abuma.
Okay. The only teams who are winning Champions League are one lose game. Yeah. Is that also correct?
No, Ali have won a Champions League. One make season.
Oh, they Ghana some more.
Okay,
okay.
Anything outside Ghana. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah, no correct.
And then no, Gina, so they can say how to focus bigger than a
I thought you were going to refute the point.
Yes.
Oh, like say,
is there an issue we want to discuss?
No.
No, that's a joke.
Yeah. Okay. Enti yadi eno so besi na fa awa se waka one ma headlines no be se me cover na fi was also the reference entichimo no abreye. All right. Kessben television, Kessben 3.3, Kessben 2.9 Accra. Me ne kwachi be din komo kakra. Na fi ono so akọ Niwat Scientific Herbal Clinic. Aso na odin komo hwam kakra fi ho brain. Na fi ye the local stories na kan nyina enso abremo. Kwachi so ho ye
ya me adum general.
Then I the brain of pay.
Right. Abusuafo ye mo bibia che ni what scientific hospital ye ne mo ahia bi mo kai na hye ne so se ye ma be kyerɛkyerɛ ahodo a edi ho adwuma na se ye ho adwuma nko ya so ye ne mo be san so akyerɛ ne ma bi wo no mo a wankasa in a form of first aid na wankasa wa yufie na aboa ama enema nso atimi akosoma bia wutie me na o problem diabetes na ha wana say pressure stroke na aka wato form na so ba awo ho nsem fibroid ovarian cyst niema hodo ha wa ni what scientific hospital wa odie asthma te shewa anaye ulcer ene ha wo o prostate na yekese ama doctor dia homa akoto be memna so onfa homa ntum bia oda adwonso ntentem odwonso bebransa na ade akye ni what scientific hospital o kasa na pampan boni de akire ye frɛ no halitosis oba ni what scientific hospital a ye behwe ho asɛm aka edi ama ye wokuma ase Atonsu Monaco Junction ni adansu Rabank die nimhwe enkranso ye o mile 7 achimota mile 7 ben Janet Corner dan ye adwuma free juada kosi dame minda including holidays obetimi afre yen e wo 0244 087687 0244 087687 0244 087687 General ye din komo kakra especially nkomo no efa emema ho yie pa na ye wo problem bi a eha emema yie pa ya eno so ene akoma no ne ye mbibia General ye wo erectile dysfunction ene ye wo sexual dysfunction na ne nyina eha yen ewo ye naye mo ena afie mpa agudie mu na normally ya na ye tade sa problem we ekohye ebu ono mo a ebi anuane a ye die ye lifestyle so e play very very crucial role but ye woni pedua mu akwa wo yen system ni mu a eno so e play anase e contribute to sa ni ma we pa ya hodie ye hyedan fa ya dwen ene eni nkoho na eni ebedi nkomo kakra wo fie na wafa pen wafa wo trodua na watwero niam kakra na onso atimi aye wo fie ama ho atɔ enti ade ba ko a eha ye yie pa no se de mekan no sexual dysfunction erectile dysfunction and say obu ono mo a atenka kora ye ne oba hie mu no oni bi oni atenka one oba ehia mu nti no obu ono mo a warefo ebu okra onware mpo oni sa atenka ne se emra nim se bi a obenya feelings se obetimi ne oba ehia mu ene ebu onso a warefo enso bu ono oba ne ni atenka be me ni atenka obu onso obenya atenka no se one ne ho kan ni be hie mu nanso bia obena je so okoho no bibia empeja na se onya we bia se bia ne bema ne be soro na se bibisa obi nso bema be sore enso wo ho no ogusu aye adwuma no bonse na adwene him ena obu onso a edru bra wo se bia ne ho sane no na ne ho ensane sa ne ma we nyina ya de ka ho bi pa ema ye hia wo nemo a etai ehaye e wo ho na nipadua kwa hodo wo se ne mekan no ya e play major role e wo sa ne ma ye mfie ni ko no no ene ba bedi komo e break akra di animi na afi obu onso bia wo yare wo da adro bi so wo da diabetes adro so wo da pressure adro so wano mo ache a weakening o system na weakening o sexual function no ama enema enkoye woni padua ni mo a ni what scientific hospital Dr. Paul ha enti ebedi nkomo kakra na sa yen organs ye ni padua no mo akwa bi a a place a rose ya yemfa ya drink ho no no yetimi edi nkomo doc wo beto aso na afi wa me ahwe eno so asemo aka
very well in fact de bia e ba na ye hye etiefo nkran se wapomode be wie pe ya na gina wa wo so eni padua no twa picture bi ma ho te se de okra wa mobile phone edru ba bi na de ye call na se enko a na se de ye call no na ekɔ na so wo kasa nipa ne ntia na che se bia mouth pin ana se ear pin bi na mistake wo ho eno sa de ma repairer senso e wo bebre o utimi de o phone koma repairer no ama ear pin na ase na yeye enso de baba bedru fie no na internet system no nya adwuma sanso na utimi de phone koma repairer no aye ho adwuma enso so ba bia de koma no de wa ya me na wie nenso baby fofra wan kan chance on fan nsan kwaka no de akwaka na phone no asai kra na niwa scientific clinic ye nhwehwemu nti ye frɛ scientific clinic na na hospital o ka se baby a scientific process a just say ye fa kwan tene ne bi so ana kwan stronko bi so ye nhwehwemu akohu ade ne pomasibre ni apɛ kwan foforo so a ye de be pia ade na pia free ni padua ne nti scientific clinic na chese abodi no ye disi ye de to ye ho so na ye nhwehwemu kyerɛ ye se ye fa ememasama engina yi anase oba a ebia na tenka ewo fomo a ye hwehwemu kwa akire ebi mo ho no ma na o makoma ne ha wo ho ebi so ho no ma na ne kidney na ha no ɔyɛ bɛrima ebi ana ne prostate ebi so hɔ na yɛ hormones na ɛwɔ ne mu na ebi nhyehyɛ yie ebi so yɛ genetic yɛde wo no sɛdeɛ nipadua no teɛ no na aba no saa ebi so yɛ yareɛ infection betumi aba mu na akɔfa saa nneɛma no aba obi so hɔ na didie ne dieting system ne nyɛ odi nnuane bi a interfere with the DNA na akɔfa no saa aba na baako a yɛamfa ya obiara mfa na adwen nkɔ so a yɛkɔhwehwɛ a yɛhu sɛ no koraa ɛyɛ adɔɔso akyɛn ne nyinaa ɛyɛ yɛ bɔnwono gallbladder no o gallbladder ɛhyɛ gallbladder yɛfrɛ no bɔnwoma anaasɛ bɔnwono ɛyɛ na ɛhyɛ obrɛboɔ nim oku akɔkɔ a adeɛ green yɛ ɛhyɛ mu yi sɛ na adwuma a odi ne sɛ wadi aduane akɔ mu no the fat aspect and oil aspect of waduane a wadi no na gallbladder no brɛboɔ no aboa no ama na akyi biribi yɛfrɛ no bile na aba bɛgu so na anane no ɛno na process yɛfrɛ no bile emulsification sɛ bile no anaasɛ bɔnwono no antimi anane amboa anane fat ne oil na ɛwɔ mu na fat ne oil na yere ne ho dwane ɛbɛwura no nipadua no na ahyɛ ase esisi wo ntini no se mu anane ane mu ante anya eurobi fat ne oil na mu ante anya eurobi anya eurobi ntimi and undergo digestion no ade ne ho bɛbata won sunu mu ebi bɛba ntini ni mu na ebi abata nerves ne ho ɛbɛma lymphatic system na sɛ no ka ho bi na mema bebre ɔmate nka yira mema bebre ɔmema asɛm ayɛ weak ɛka ho bi na ɛma bebre ɔmo ni atenka kora ɛma bebre fibroids ahodo a ɛkreti no ɛne ɛma bebre a ɛya ne nsuo bi gu ɔmo wo gallbladder na sɛ bɔnwono a ɔnyɛ na adwuma yie ne kɔfa asade ne ba na ɔbɔnwono ne nyɛ adwuma yie ahwɛde de ba hwɛ ɔbɔnwono ne nyɛ adwuma yie a ade a bedi bia ɔyɛmtumi yɛ ɔya na ugya ɔnan adeɛ bi so hɔ no a adeɛ ɛwɔ hɔ no a na ɔyɛm ayɛ kutu te sɛ deɛ gas bi abɛfɔme wɔ ɔyɛm no wobɛyi mframa saa wodidi ya na abɔfono woyɛm bɛtumi awɔwɔ sɛ wodi makɔ aduane no ne lemon mo ne ankaa mo citrus fruits mu a etimi ma yam wo obeka se wo ulcer obeka se obi awo gastroesophageal reflux disease obetimi aka se gastritis ebi timi de hye niam pii ebi kura timi de kwahye colon cancer nanso obenya abotre akom na gallbladder na se obonwono no na adwuma enso ani eno saa no ebe leading kakra kwa ma watenka na yira oyɛ bɛma so a ɔbɛma na ntimi mpagya sɛ de ɔpɛ oyɛ ɔba watenka ne makra ensuo betimi agu problems ahodo na abɛfa eno ne yɛhwehwɛ mu kyerɛ sɛ ni what scientific clinic ɛne ade na obi ba yɛhwehwɛ nkɔ ne bɔnwono nim ne yɛnkɔ siesie ne bɔnwono ne ma no mepacho sɛ wotie mi a akwa ba akwa ya to na jeje mu pa wɔ man mu no ɛyɛ yɛ bɔnwono yɛdi anwa yɛdi ngo yɛdi enuane bi wɔ hɔ ya na ɔyɛ wom aduane bi ebedi bi wɔ an iota of oil or fat kakra wɔ mu a ɛno ma nipaduane energy saa fat ne betima anane ana oil no betimi anane a ohia sa gallbladder no ne brɛboɔ no ɔmo ka bom no ɔmo yɛ sa adwuma no ɛhɔ na ni wat yɛde ani akosi ehu sɛ saa organ yɛ frɛ no gallbladder nya na adwuma yi a etimi ma erectile dysfunction ne ba ana sɛ etimi ma even sexual dysfunction ne nyinaa etimi create nti ɛde aba bɛ na abɛyɛ ofie na ade support na emo ba so a yɛhwehwɛ mu yi ama mɛsɛ fa wo phone no kɔma repairer papa nyɛ sɛ ɔbɛsɛe phone no onipadua no fa ne sɛ yɛ mobile phone fa kɔma repairer papa no ansiesie ma nyɛ saa wanhwɛ yi a sɛ phone no earpiece na asɛe na ɔyɛ earpiece ne ma wa mouthpiece ne bɛba abɛsɛe nti deɛ ɔpɛn deɛ ɔbɛyɛ nanso akyirɛ asɛm bɛyɛ bebree the Wa Scientific Clinic yɛgye onipadua no bɛtaa yɛ ni ase a yɛbɛbɔ mmɔden sɛ yɛbɛhwehwɛ mu akɔ akyiri ansa na ɛmu haw bia yɛyi atoɔ na haw so nim nso so a anaasɛ problem ɛwɔ mu no ne yɛde ato fam ne yɛwie yɛakyerɛ wadeɛ wɔ fie ma menkyɛ wadeɛ simple a wode bɛbɔ brɛboɔ no ho ban ne gallbladder no ɛyɛ na lemons ɛyɛ ebia na wɔ ulcer wontimi use citrus fruits kɛse ti bibi te sɛ ankaa lemon lime abrobe saa citrus fruits ne saa busuakuo no ɔmo na ɔmo bɔ yɛ bɔnwono ne ho ban ne yɛ brɛboɔ ne paa because ana vitamin C ne ɛwɔ mu ne dɔɔso anaasɛ mako enso timi bɔ yɛ brɛboɔ ne ho ban anaasɛ gallbladder ne paa ebia na wo tie mi na woni ulcer what wadi wochi orange lemon anaasɛ orange ne mienu mu ba akogu nsuo ma jana mani nsi hɔ kakra sɛ nsuo no ɛhyɛ jana ne nsuo ne mɛdwo sɛ nsuo no nso adwo dada ma ne ngumu kakra for bɛyɛ sɛ 20 minutes nsuo ɛfra vitamin C a na etimi yɛ adwuma yie because ɛyɛ water soluble vitamin na wanom sɛ nsuo no mebacha ɔba ne saa hohoro gallbladder no o mana hoɔden o hyɛ na aniɛden sɛ ɔnyere ne ho no ɔnyɛ adwuma so sɛ de bɛyɛ a ɛma sexual dysfunction no ɛngyina wɔ so nkyɛ apart from ɛno no ɔba ni Wa Scientific Clinic a yɛ training ɛma wankasa bɛyɛ doctor ne bi na aboa ma nipadua no efi bi ɛntenam
General T sene kano oba ni what scientific hospital a hospital na oba system ye adwuma oba e wo se ye lab ye be ye o si o Charles Council bi twa mfidie bi ye di behwe ni padua no mahu ba bi amfonso na yare bi wo no ye adwuma no nti enye herbal hospital na akwa omo ye sunsum sem ni begina praye so ne ye nye bi wo he ho ne ye hospital nti mesrawo oba kai na hye ne so mesrawo number no fa obesim se waba mepacho di kan frɛ yansa okɔ ba bi na onim honom na onkita obi number ha adwen ye pento fa number na memfa keke se bigu ba bi da besim se opeso ba bi di kan frɛ na ye ma direction no mepacho fiber na ha wo ovarian cyst anase halitosis obo no ma wo de ya wo ho sema warefo e ka se da bia mu no nkamu na momra na ye ncheke bonkum ni fanya na he ba bi amfonso no efri ana wo de pressure na ha wo asthma shewa obi ono ma ho a otitimi ye oya pa woni ma de kura besro pressure no wa na wa check in ye and obi onso na o prostate na kese ye de ahoma akoto bemem kura no a kamakoma to ye mbrani what scientific hospital na ye hwɛ ho asɛm enka emfama o kan na hya ne nso sɛ oba ye ho no mo a enye nunu no nkwa ne de ma ye san kyerɛkyerɛ wo de wo sɛ wodie de ni sɛ wodie bre wo sɛ wodie bre ni sɛ wodie na enu no bo no mo ya san de ama sɛ wan kasa ko fie kɔ no a isan sɛ ni nyina ne be no bi ko bu no ma wo no a enam sɛ enkyɛ ni ti no ye be sɛ wan kasa de kɔ na wan kasa akɔ no a ye be san kyerɛkyerɛ sɛ haban we dua we buwe kan wo fa we kan ne ade na wan kasa nso indirectly no ye kyerɛ wadwuma no wɔ fie sɛ be ya bibia ni amese wan kasa betima your first aid wɔ fie na ɔde ahwɛ ho ne ko ba sɛ bi antentam a wodu ani akyerɛ mu ɛwɔ yasoe ye wɔ Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction ni Adansuru Bank die nimhwɛ enkran so ye wɔ mile 7 Achimota mile 7 ye ben Janet Corner dan ye adwuma efri Juada kusi Edamemenda including holidays na ye adwuma number ni ne hia frɛ yɛn ana obetimi a WhatsApp yɛn number wo ye baabi a obi obetimi a WhatsApp yɛn na ye di nkɔmɔ so number ni 0244 087687 0244 087687 0244 087687 na ye beji usu general.
Okay, ye beda mwasiye Papa Kwachi and Dr. Paul. Ni what scientific herbal clinic numbers no and monfre na fi muni omo eni enko Dr. Paul. Manfo HL ye papa. Nana almost me musao chili pepper no any friend say black pepper at the crown.
If I chanya the crow. The black pepper ye a soro visa. Chili pepper ye makonti antiana yanko kono.
Okay.
Then I'm tired hatamane ye dry no.
Okay.
I'm tired ye makusampa.
Okay. Okay. The no now see one from fra cinnamon.
Any ginger. Perfect combination.
Wow.
We've been trying
chili pepper,
cinnamon and ginger. We've been trying on Franca.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Remember Druka Sepa. Wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's it. Dr. Paul, Masa Okasa, now I find a preoccupy. Or you brutal. Kessben Television, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9 Accra. Let Andy help me with the reason behind Bayern's poor performance yesterday. Crucial Raul, Edway Fritano so Amstead, Enna Abre, Ene Anope, Jamsko, Essie Diabe, Joe Kofi Adams, the new sports minister said he supports Kumasi Asante Kotoko, which is dangerous for Asante Kotoko. It will open a door for them to rob us when we complain. We'll say the sports minister is a Kotoko fan, and how can we rob you? So you shouldn't have disclosed that. Kofi Adam, the new sports minister, said he supports Kumasi Asante Kotoko, which is dangerous for Kotoko. It will open a door for them to rob us. When we complain, they will say the sports minister is a Kotoko fan. And so how can we rob you? He shouldn't have disclosed that. Kofi Adams, so support us as Asante Kotoko. If Zoro Odina no akokano, ombe kuyen, you could be anwa, ombe minister, Mohabeni tomorrow. Inti James could odi aba, I don't know. House of Folk lost their last match before entering into the money zone. So they lost a match. What check check mommy here. Or claim time House of Folk Champions League, you know. Oman lusu game bia no de
group stage no man lusu.
Ose Oman lusu game bia.
Just from prelims no.
Yes, it does a draw and win. Okay. Intimacy all year. So research in Ose Omo elusu Omo last match before entering into the money zone. Okay, jam school. And so I don't know. Stephen Ohinaku Nadiwe Abba award winner, I think you should be bold to read messages that unveil your other side. Okay. They are not personal attacks. It's true. Doctor always fuels everything, but his jabs to you is always mild. He should be bold and hit you hard. Is buffalo still your favorite food? Ohinaku Okes, senior housemaster. The least said about you, I'm saying, the better. Because we will be our only foul. And why you be a senior housemaster? Because me can home somewhere. But fancy MP at the bar. She worry. Oh, ma. The be an only woman in every program. If you are fancy, my feel. To the media, wire. Ohina ku yemfa no body channel.
Yeah, na me omo attack you on provoke. Me unso mo ano mo de omo ba.
Oh yes.
Because oh yes, one car hey.
All right.
No, I said the message.
Okay. Senior housemaster, okay. Oh yoko. Oh, I'm with you.
Na me he Omar Mamouche ne signing na oba be join Manchester City. They say yo eno ama why the first Egyptian player oba be join Manchester City.
Yeah.
Manchester City nye club amota signing Arabian players.
In a roller sky and also who born dog.
So say yo recently Yebenya Riyad Mahrez at least at a point in time from Leicester City oba join Manchester City. Waboni humo the league titles omwaji and it UEFA Champions League no oka. Omo list of players na mo ka ho mo gi no for Egypt say yo omo nya players amwa ba England abnya ground breaking results pa. Okay. Typical example here Mohamed Salah.
Okay.
But say yo before Mohamed Salah obeka Amr Zaki. Amr Zaki sure. From Zamalek Oba Wigan say yo na within short stint na virtually top clubs in Europe were chasing for a signature. Now at a point in time Real Madrid and Liverpool at a point within the English league top scorer no Emmanuel Adebayo any Robinho Kwana at that point no Molidino. Ebeye short stint pe wa mebo too much of ebia obeka se bia just 1 year be pe 1 year no kwa wentimi amon we because needs to Bruce enya kasakasa at that point e Wigan Athletic. And Amr Zaki was one of the guys who came and really tormented defenders in the English Premier League. Even before that yenya Hossam Ahmed Mido na at a point no so Ajax Obebo Tottenham Hotspur kakra. But I think with the coming of Omar Mamouche, he's going to add up to Mohamed Salah to lighten up the English Premier League as part of those from Egyptian contingent. Yes, Yebenya Mohamed El Neni at Arsenal. At a point in time, we had Al Mohammadi from Sunderland, Obebo, Aston Villa kakra. And even currently, the captain of Ipswich Town is an Egyptian.
Okay.
Mikasa Mosi. So, Egypt na nkasa asoman omo players no. It was recent na obe unso mututu kwan. Omo nye amanfo mututu kwan. Majority of them ya no mo pese omo bo mo league na. Mekai around 2007-8 season. Everton came with £8 million for the signature of Mohamed Abu Trika at Nadia Al Ahly se omo ton. And say you omo ton. Oboya kopim so be free Nadia Al Ahly out free okoye. And omo akyere se mpempi omo no omo nye omanya omo players tutu kwan. That was the season Sobio Obekai at 2006, 2008, 2010. Afcon omo bejina mpempi judo no omo players no esi akan e wo mo man mu. Mekai even Ghana ha no omo ba bejinu said you na only 6 players pe and be board outside Egypt. The rest of the 18 players na they were playing their football in Egypt. It tells you how said your league no ide omo hihye ni ye ama ye tua players ke you bi atena. In as much as say you omo pientem ubeka Mohamed Salah mo pientem tie no that leverage Omar Mamouche has also been one of the guys omo pientem. That's one of the reasons. But yes, the Egyptian players intend to quite. And Omar Mamouche said you based on the performance or their danedy entrant Frankfurt and said you I think say he deserve that amount going to Manchester City. And or you'll be options. Said you his player I'll bet me both right and the left wings. he can lead the line and he can also play just behind the striker. So Oyo Ubia Obabe added up a lot of quality to the numbers. For me, I'm very happy seeing him Obabe joining Manchester City, Oba County, and also Beboa Emmanuel de so Oba Kai AFCON Oshay Yeni Egypt during that 2-2 draw na. Onona Oba Kai that Inaki William back pass na Okoma Entimian Kuyi ama or take anima ni koye 1-1 before se Kudus de bako kan ema ni koye 2-2 and Mustafa Fati take ano. So we wish him well. Omar Mamouche joining Manchester City. So you Winfred Zahan so Eko joining Charlotte FC. Ewo the Major League Soccer. Charlotte FC ehonum Harry Senafo akobo honum da at a point in time over the Major League Soccer no. This was a player with a full promise. Born in England at a point, no person Obama England, but Entimia or switching the nationality every bomber every coast. But during the last AFCON, only coach Jean-Louis Gasset at a point in time, Omoya friction. So he was not one of the guys here no Emma and board the AFCON. No. But the Ivorians went all the way and won the AFCON. And after that, you know, from Crystal Palace or joining Galatasaray, but said you, Nieman Shedan Kuye, Ewo Winfred Zaha carrier no. Galatasaray, no. So he's now making a switch. Joining the Major League Soccer side, make Charlotte FC. The Major League Soccer, no. Since now it's around, is in the region of 30, said you, around 31, 32. So said you, says age, you know, and Shedan Ninafa. Major say he's now in the twilight of his career. One player said you injury. Ahanopaye Joseph Edu said you, Black Stars defender. Yeah. Kind of Celta Vigo. Sure. That game against USA in Mexico, boy, no, that was around October, November 2023. And Okoprai said you from then when seen that them back to Celta Vigo after around 9 months of injury. Yes, there were some couple of matches as this season. Watching a bench, but not too much of numbers in terms of how minutes are. Here, indication about say Real Valladolid, Meki. A case for the signature. So mbetimi on loan now we free Celta Vigo because per the experience was show and the quality I watch the Spanish Premier League no the dimit fit say mbetimi abomo and Valladolid baby ana Mohamed Salisu eno before so make it switch to Southampton later on okoto so eko AS Monaco. So for me I think based on game time I'll be here no. For me, say Otiminya that switch from Celta Vigo to Real Valladolid na beboa and enya ono nko ni Black Star carrier so beboa because since that AFCON qualifier ni boy no ye ne Madagascar mo boy ye kobo the 2023 AFCON say you who Joseph Edudin e Black Stars mo when you long layoff in terms of injury and we are one of the things I said you are affecting you. That's the reason why yen shedden hunu e Black Stars and say so you nyame boa on the 27th of this month nyame boa Monday no CAF Ababe release say Mohammed V National Theatre ewo Rabat ehonum na the group draw for AFCON 2025 na ebaso so nyame bo Monday say you by the close of Monday no ye be various groups are teams na den eba betum. Unfortunately AFCON is bouncing back to Morocco and yen ka ho eno ye one of the things say yawe hosem ebe yawe wo pa see yetina wo TV na yen hu Ghana yen who Black Stars in place I do mo say o ma don the Black Stars JC no mo bo AFCON so say you eno ni asema e ko ba theater Mohammed V e honum na draw no ebeba so medika ka say CAF at disqualify Congo Brazzaville e wo CHAN tournament no they fielded an unqualified player omoni Equatorial Guinea airborne that time na ye ni Nigeria bo no mo so bo so say you as a result of fact na Equatorial Guinea they ato no CAF a disqualify mo so omo the Equatorial Guinea ababe replace you mo that competition mo. Unfortunately for Congo Brazzaville, they were supposed to be in a group with Sudan, the defending champions Senegal and Nigeria, but due to say omo failed the unqualified player no say you you omo free am Equatorial Guinea ababe bo CHAN tournament no say you
okay me nyan ntia say Hatofok elusu ye to DC Motema Pembe 2-0 okay 2-0 until the other by someone lose game no, it is not true. They lost 2-0 to DC Motema Pembe from aggregating by 4-3 okay next is has to forget winning 4-1 first leg 2-0 the 4-3 aggregate okay until now and also I don't know Douglas good morning that is saying Hey, okay, it's 96. Wow. I won't remember Papa Martin. All right. Enti anchekwa make it the local stories no and so a bet try and so Kofi Edway Toronto, Canada. Former President Nana Addo told the whole world that he was a Kotoko supporter. That he's a Kotoko supporter. What's wrong with that? Enti Jamsko da ode ba say Kofi Adam say oye Kotoko nino. And and there is nothing wrong with that. And I'm
so you kotoko net just kotoko benya advantage and cheresa
na almost no ma eme track nwana so ombe boa clubs of support
yes
at the end if you hokra enti James ko dia no no akwa make it local stories no ebe brain and chekra na okay awa
seju Sejo, who's Australian opinion?
Yes.
Yeah, but now me monitor Arena Sabalenka the game against Paula Badoza. No, she was leading. But near young move before say Yebrem.
Okay.
And of course, Sejo Arena Sabalenka, the last two Australian Opens, Sejo, no, I win it.
Okay.
2023. Oh no, I see based on fact that not only I see a beating Paula Badoza. And of course, Sejo Ekobanisa should Edgar Swiatek also beat Madison Keys. It's going to be an all champions affair. An all champions affair.
Okay.
And for Iga Swiatek,
I don't know what you're saying.
Nature so Omo winning Grand Slams, no da.
Okay.
Omo winning Grand Slams, no da. Who say for Iga Swiatek, we're winning 4 French Open titles. Make 2020, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And was winning US Open 1. But ye ka Australian Open on winning bida. Say you, ebema. If Iga Swiatek and Arina Sabalenka is finals now, you been a tough game to watch mana film. And based on the fact that Arina Sabalenka no leading you, for me I fancy a beating Paula Badoza. Paula Badoza when you be wajidi just some major shocks be kakrebi and wakose. Madison Keys said you on also 2017 she lost against Sloane Stephens in the 2017 US Open final no and wako final da but meeting Iga Swiatek said you I fancy Iga Swiatek beating her to the final spot na so nyame bo mana fem no Saturday umebo final no na Sunday omabo final for me mana fem unse ochina na meka semi final no semi final of those games no ibi baso ne ibi musata to asochina said you it was Elopino.
Okay. Entina and so no. Please, I'm Kingsley from Dunkwa Kadadwen. I want more updates on Real Madrid and Chelsea Football Club. Let me add more. Now the question be no. And so Abba na wabusa na fi mensa efri takwa yeda sepa unina na de abeto hatofok any DC Motema Pembe and free Congo sa embreno. President John Dramani Mahama is someone who is really keen on sports and doesn't joke with his ministers at that position. Under his first term, he used 5 sports ministers, namely Kofi Humado, who started 7 under late President Mills' era. Afriye Ankara, Mahama Yaraga, Mustafa Ahmed, and Ni Lante van der Poel. Interestingly, if Kofi Adams is approved after vetting, I know he won't last long at that position. But what I've carefully analyzed on what he has said. What he has said means sports isn't an area he really likes, but he's interested in boxing instead. Sports ministers become popular and unpopular because of football. Offering leadership and managing various persons can be said, but the reality on the ground is absolutely different. Ababio Michael and anyway, and so Brian Shankus. At the same,
you're a boss player.
You didn't go pass it. Papa, what you say? I'm one number.
And maybe, or how I pay you.
I feel my potato, maybe I mean, and then in Symbia or Church or Bremy was a minute chat to become the good screen is. Na go bia ready.
And then they need
yes, tie pa. Can there be over bia the chat no the brave no. No good TV no so. No bia hu no. All right. Yanko na yene Dr. Dawood. Asweho na Shankus ifri ebae. Ma inti we na de bra manfo.
But as a general, ma yen share ya hwefo ni atifo nyina. especially mo a mo hwe dwumadi Western North region. Baby a wo hwe free bia na ye chiao. Dwaboso Government Hospital. General omo hwe dwumadi pa. Ye chia doctors and nurses and administration for nyina. Dawudeba Hospital said Seju Erika kana wishan for ayare sabia no ewo Western North region headquarters na ho ne ho enti na abribia ye ba na ye kai ho enti mu amwo se hwene na mpotem bi other part of bono ni nyina na okwa asanwe nso a ye wo memenda kokko agbaji krum kwan no so ho na Dawudeba Hospital wo oba Ashanti region so de a mesere ya bepiem wo Kumase edweso to be precise abrosan akane na Metro FM ye mu adwuma ho na Dawudeba Hospital wo e adwuma joda kusi memenda baby a wo hwe free bia no de hia ne so obefa ka abisi Kumase usi Kumase afra edweso ka kire meet na driver o kire ne so obisi wo krapa Metro FM obisi Accra highway kwan ho pe ho na Dawudeba Hospital wa ye bo adwuma ye adwuma joda kusi memenda me pa cha o hye no nso kwese de anko na ye nya adwuma it is abre a wo hwe yin menim yare a hawo ebre ni nti ma ma o yare so e no nkire se Dr. Dawud enya ho adwuma de nya ne se ye number na egu screen na se no obefa no afre doctor enti ye kasai ebi ana wokoto ade ebi ana wotekam wo ye in a hurry say ohia Dr. Dawud number mesro obetima peke every screen na se anase for the sake of obi a OTS abre no Fred Dr. Dawud yare bi e hawo bia gie ne yare nko ana Dr. Dawud enye ho adwuma wo ho enti se weni hawo de a Dawudeba Hospital enye ho adwuma number is 0244 886437 0244 886437 ofra Dr. Dawud no obekasa me sure yare no eye den na wadwen ho ama isi de aduru no asa no odin e de ama o ebi e ba ya na ye ka mema ho asem na ye ka ma asem bare ne de ye ka ho asem no se jo ye nua ba bi e ba ho nra na oba ho the first day oba ho no obi a no hospital obi ahu no I'm sure said the na medwen no ana no odwen se jo ababa wa sebi uhu na yare e friend typhoid fever ama na ye se abrewa bi a wadi be se 70 plus se jo uhu lady ne picture before na enra oba review oh nyame nshira Dr. Dawud Dr. Gusu Boadwuma den baby a wo hwe bia no mesre yare no ebu obi ane se de ne de enso ye no to anamona bra typhoid fever very common because ye need ye did ye ni enom ye nya free fimu obo aduane a wodi na salmonella typhi bacteria na ebia na ebi wo ho but the science ye mfa ye ni hu nti na wadi ensuo bi a wonom na ebia bacteria ni bi wa no no enya bi where typhoid is very dangerous obi o typhoid fever ono akọ hospital doctors are catching and say when ya typhoid fever but afa no normal na enua ba na we say oba ye no sanka obi hu na anka obo say typhoid ye yarebone Dawudeba Hospital say when ya typhoid fever menfe ni agro because obi wo ha ne ho ye hye kakra bi asejo no akoba bi eto aduro se manya malaria no akoto malaria aduro ye kase bi na enya malaria ena eyo enti na da bia Dawudeba Hospital ye ba ye ka kire wo say the ekoso oni peduem no se wonko hospital ema doctors en kan kire wo say yade sei na hawa susu nunum nro ahwe bedru ba bi na be affect your liver typhoid fever betima ma ho hye fever ne ba say ya obon so body temperature na be rise ena bibifo nso de agise ye ni ehu onyanya symptoms na say ne ho ayehye na wafa na wakoto adru utitimi dwaw utimi nya severe headache utitimi paiwa no painkillers mesra obroni can say me was too much of everything good is bad ade bia mo no so bone more na wonu painkillers no o san say woni pedua na kwa bi brother Dawudeba Hospital wanya typhoid fever edura na jo a wuntimi nna edura na jo na ni guso saa o se ma short moja bebre ta yes ade no o wuntimi nna no akọ ba bi eton aduru o se me to moja duru ono a prescribe aduru o be nom no akoto Dawudeba Hospital say to anamona bra ebia na typhoid fever ebia na wunnim de hawo enti ne ye ka kire o se bra wo hwe ye wo de to anamona bra say typhoid fever Dr. Dawud etena se anopa ekosi anwumre make say doctors and nurses ɛwɔ hɔ egu so yɛ adwuma dendenden enti ɛbra wo hwɛ yɛ sabre no to anamon na bra yɛ hospital hɔ doctor bɛboa wo de ne nyɛ typhoid ba sɛ jo yɛ kasa nyina de ɛhaw ɛne sɛ o prostrate wanya hawo bɛma bia no mpaya ya na yɛbɔ ne sɛ yɛde yɛade no bɛsan akɔ asomdwem sɛ jo but mɛma ni bi wɔ hɔ a yɛtimi ɛto yɛn safrɛ obi odwabo bi ase na general ɛsan sɛ yɛahyɛ ne catheter nti wontimi mpie many guy bi for ka sɛ jo nipa brɛ young guy yɛahyɛ ne rubber na ɔkɔ a okura ne container areho bɛma bi a wo hwɛ bi anda wo de ba hospital sɛ wo prostrate no ɛho atɔkyema Dr. Dawood situ anamo bra krapa Metro FM wa daddy ya show rubber crab bra obɛboa yɛbɛyi catheter na wobɛyɛ free wo de ne bia na yɛnya nuru ba bia ɛbɛhyɛ wo catheter na emum no ota adwonso toa so ntentem wo de no gyina ho sɛ wɔte sɛ dwonso de no okogyina ho sɛ sɛ dwo obɛdwonso a sɛ me ba ya me share kasa asi na de ne mai e banketenkete ye ba kakra na asizi obi timi ba ɔse doctor ade na hyɛ hɔ amama ya ase kra ya me ya oba Dawood ba hospital a Dr. Dawood si bia ma yaresa e bra wo hwɛ wo de to anamo bra obedura ya hyɛ catheter kra ye be treat you Johnson no na ema yi a ne nyina ebehwe e na etiefo nhyɛ no nso sɛ odwonso to aso ntentem nyine nyina na ɛsɛ prostrate na bi e ha obam obo anane de ne yɛ diabetes but onim ne history of yare na ɛha no no oba ne nyina Dr. Dawood bɛboa wo ye kasa mema ne tie kire se epeja general Dr. Dawood no wonya bedru ho nko ade a ye kasa on fa reho nko fie mema bebre se jo obi de ayese bi nsanom obi won kra wonam onum nsanom yes e kire sem dawson
ni ma de go dia no si trust no problem bi o wa na as ye kasa nyina o kasa nyina o si trust
ade we de peja ni je nko a
that's right
o ye be ma na tentimi peja na de be peja no e sa se da kra na ade menya beto ayi enyo sa peja o peja
Dr. Dawood onya kitikiti sa bi
aje enfie no kostro best peja oh peja papa oh jo peja na peja kra ga Dr. Dawood adawro manye
yes
ebe peja
ano nese bi TV ni yi na wa o ye ya
yo peja pa
to yare na onya no aduru
yo nyesa wo kan
bele makachiro
zera but I say that is what I say I say emfa wo ni age ade no say akoma no da so ye adwuma ade ni ntini moja no pompe na efamu a ebia na ye diabetes na akoso sa ade no wo de na ebia na ye pressure make sense so ebia wanya infection bi na mi yare bi sa ade ne ha mema pa obi onya ya che onim se bia sa time na che kra but infection bi ti syphilis se jo obi timi atena o system moja ni mu a ma de akowu na edi wunya ama obi severe waist pains ama be ma bi wo ho a ono oba ahia mu a se jo oni oba ne have affair na ne yam timi hye no na ade na dwo obi kra ho a se jo onya page ana ba ko eno ano no Dawood ba hospital say bomade atu anamo bra Dr. Dawood beboa o page ano de daddy emfa woni mfia wenya oba doctor behwe am bibia e kama awo nso a finally menu ba wo hwe me Dr. Dawood say ya wo aka wakoma to yem na bra to anamo na bra na ye live program say ya say yo the last time message na doctor ma o kan lady ne send ma doctor live
okay
enti awo no ne be ma na tena che awo ne ma be ma mentra nka se me yire nwo be ma wo na otimi nyim oba na kra de no mema bebre otimi ne oba ahia mu kama ba say jo ne hunsuo ni ntimi nyensen oba but wo kan o de problem ni nyina eso e oba no ba bia wo hwe efiri bia no eyawo a bomade atu anamon bra oba ye be yenhwehwe mu e fibroid na esi awo na kwan anase infection bi na ama na basa anase bia wo de enu hwane enti wo ni be ma ni hia mu a na nsuo na sen aba oba bi wo ho na wo de na no ayedin enti wo ni be ma hia mu a na nsuo na sen aba ni nyina Dr. Dawood beboa eye gonorrhea syphilis a ni nyina ne se ya ma direction no obi a wo pane gonorrhea pane be ze de o se jo still enko obi timi fro se ya kire se onkofa we onkofa nsafuo mesrew wan hwe abanum aduru bi na etire nsem akoye bibre hospital no we dwo so krapa Metro FM building mu ye adwuma Jordan Kusimemenda to Anamona Bra. Dr. Dawood number is 0244 88 64 37 0244 88 64 37 Ofra Dr. No Bekasa. General, my uncle Ghana Immigration Service Jabuso Commander DSI Bar NRF Inspector Jima and a Ghana Immigration Service for you. Yamin Shao, General.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, beside Doctor, one question at a time. No, you. And Samia, who here drew? Who here drew the as any? Okay. It is one.
I'm returning number is no argument. Says what must say. We have been managed out higher sex. Who your prostate? I'm saying, don't put I'm not the windows and I'm meeting. If you know the doctor, almost science in a research.
No, it's a family. So, what did you want? Tie, what's be I am on a brusua. And yet, so to say, until you man a bruise, definitely, and yet, but we are in moderation. Yepa.
If you are doctor has research.
German fan in commission. Oh, yeah, we are the brave.
Oh, there will be a Jewish.
What do Lawyer Safu Duku. I was studio high. Anybody didn't come back. My friend numbers na Sankus at the 2 Jano. Nafi Yanya Wajma Emfa and Mamo. The Muhia Bia no Munko Dawood Heba say na Ombe Buamapa. Charles York Sakaman Accra. Uzebeda was the message out by Awal Betino Asupempa. Charles York Sakaman Accra. Thank you so much. Lawyer Safu Duku Akwaba.
Go, me do so.
Say yeah.
Oh. Yamiadum.
All right. We don't know Papa na manfo nsemienu na mpese nka claim o na bia later won sembia episode 2 da na se oba ha beto to bomb bia okoya no so ko fan sempi e ba ye no ma wo de baba so
o mo da wase se o de Saturday na ma me se ba me ekoto kwajuma
na fa meka sansem na yemro obia ka wa mfa na beti
ye pese ma manfo hu se Ghana ha institutions na se enema miensa ma Ghana gidi pa na miensa gidi kai osaji for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah meboa
yeah
etoso mi no ye Black Stars na miensa ya wan
wa fa shewe so na ko na ko asem
they say osaji for owan jo so ni ho yetimi ko fa namba Black Stars so se so ba bi o mu gina no untimi form ho ho se biem but the betima ye ni ye pa ma Ghana asa peja ye kotoko
asa kotoko so se untimi fa wo biem
ena me tell me say ni betima ye ni ye
betima peja na Black Stars ye peja ni
Black Stars ko peja so peja se ni o man hina asem akotoko no de a special brand
me mo tell no aka so
don't worry sampa unza na nya no hina ba
sa
kotoko se ni na ani me sampa ana so
okay lawyer mpacho ana man for epe the latest efa wona ujina ho ema Kumasi Asante kotoko supporter etuo ekanani
that's right
ema ko fan sempi ebae na fi asem no opeja ese wangasa obedi akire aye lawyer e de ama brand ni din kura friend say Augustine upon na onyehwe free mredudu a odi akire nyina no nyade a waji bibia e de free sa brand ho latest and saying yet time wo de etutu dwa wa wo ha de be so chechire mu sign asem na kosi odi tu dwa se sika bi apiem bepem ne sign na kosi sika no gender ben na kan be so na wo fa so agisa 1.4 million Ghana cedis
e ko bia sa be kan
wo
so bia na interest no o sika no ndi no ye da kan no
jama ni ye sika no
ya ma hu sa do jama ti ba kan se
wa ko disika yi se be ye sika do beba
na sika je na enafem no ko bi ese fa so bia no se beji to mo mre ka krabi mo bete mo so ne nyina ne beti ba kana baby mo se strategies bi
okay
but I can assure them say sika na se TV beji am branch
okay
Ghana court na se yenyema no
Ghana court
high court
okay
na se yenyi tie beji do
wow na asem no appeal bia mem e be so chechire mu
appeal bia mem the my judgment no on the 2nd February 2024
okay
Ghana so civil case we appeal within 6 months they tram
o chance you in up to 6 months no ka say it's almost 1 year ndi yensan can notice of appeal bia
okay
makoye search
okay
as at the 6 months no that 6 months so no court say obi anya appeal
okay
ndi appeal dey kura kodo discount na nsese ba bia say beji bia beji ni bia ba yedo
ndi e ba na sana nya court no ne ko omo ensure say sika no matua ni mo e wa
na obefa crime business court wow
okay
di oye bi o man to me na dey ye ndi ye kwa bia fa so benya bia sika bia no oye bia court no bo o man to me na dey
I see
say what you can say ni pa no tia se no twa no boko ma wo dey a kikiri bia no o twa no boko so kikiri wom
okay
kikiri no so nyam ya mepe Ghana to me na dey bebo mo ba mai
I see. The brand and any mungosi be time.
Oh, Joe, I can assure you say within the next few weeks, next few.
Yeah. Brand and who TVs nani ba ko dey off cry. Ekokra. Wow, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Enti dem brand.
See, I just say oye fu kakra. Ewo ayi enkawe chi wo.
Yeah.
On na ire number.
No mo ye fu kakra. Say driving near the nyina.
Ti obre pa.
Yeah.
So because I say you was your kakra.
I see.
Do you know have me have me. But we discuss what do enough.
Okay.
Bye bye.
All right. Into onya botre. Lawyers in South America.
In the next few weeks.
Few weeks. Okay.
You said it's not because of 14 billion.
14
billion.
It's a wow. Wow. The second one
5 years in
5 years in wow. Wow. Second one here, omo asem court be pem na benim asem no makanwia Asante go supporters are mon kanwie
omo 5 to man Habib no e bra kotoko ne nation FC ball last year baby
yeah
yes omo I charge omo for assault
yeah
assault nese bia obi bad odi hu etu obi so
obi amu obi a
obi aso obi amanzanka hu na yes omo dia to obi so
okay
until last Friday you court prosecution no call on fourth witness.
Okay.
The match commissioner for the day. No.
Okay.
Revenue.
Yes. No, match commissioner.
I see. We just come and press me.
Okay.
Do basa babie.
O to na no. Okay.
We need to cross examination. And the best was answer court.
Okay, o court nti yes.
Wait mama comment to say na somebody na here the so dey bit maka.
Okay.
The one do.
Oh, okay. I see. The obia jina dekemana we na the tattoo na
tete. The fourth person we are. Miss Gate Abekasa. Na police ni ba ko so kasa. Operations officer director central. We na so mu no bekasa kan ho de na ka 2 more.
Okay.
This is almost close on case.
Okay.
Almost close on case we are. Ansana. Yeah, the friend submission of no case.
Okay.
Say a far. This is a case na endo ha.
Okay.
Am far. She says send the to be a big game. My prosecution so to be no madam for na se be fra dance for 100 kwa obi abebe kasa.
Wow.
Nti be be adun but yen twen yen dey busy.
Na say no so betimi take a very long time.
You bet me the 10 years near to say assume so tum be fra dance for 10. Obi abebe fra dance for 10 so obi abebe kasa.
Yeah.
Obi abebe jina kama kasa. Ami atoto ano. Sa ko isi be wi obi a.
I see.
Enye easy. Obi na dance for nyina.
The news with my drag is for a very long time.
Obi do kokko to there.
I see. Okay. And I'm say what court nti nimbe say be come with
the summary of the akoso.
Yes, the akoso. Okay, wow, what here our guide me na ye kan dey me say as ye nya sembia.
David say you call the merits of the case.
Yeah.
And guys will be different as will be different. You see the SC near catch for say the course of court.
Yeah.
Court the public you will be at him
okay.
The American the SC in America.
All right. They are me person me who we are saying is me we court to them.
So them so court.
Yeah, ko kama say mo.
They say only be that.
And now the papa. Yes.
Bye any on you.
Be a bit messy. Be a bit messy. Aha. And what we are prisons order. Oh, we are prisons be that. Say the was it. Unko order.
Prison dey me ngura bi order.
Ka there's nipa bia ese omota yeko etako stress prison. Ka nipa se bone watumidi kura nka woni unu buda.
Be sense dey ma ko bi da.
Ni sukura abu mu aru fa na musuko.
Obi tumi dey asem to so. ade ya wo wiase no suspect you yachi bibia wo wiase
the area that say me so ebesi ebeko lawyer Safuduku and also Jinem de ama Kumasi Asante Kotoko Mrantie no nti eno so yebehwe. All right. Kessben Television, Kessben 3.3, Kessben 2.9, DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121. Kwa Mickey at the local stories no and so ebegu amaye na ebiem kakra at the amamo Safuduku lawyer or say or asembia or pese eno so no or the eto edwa. Kwame fa local stories no ebre na amanfo nyina enso ay ready amo etwen.
Ijo gawe busa lawyer question ba ku bi say ye bu asemon na wo file wa entry of judgment wi na after entry of judgment no a eno say accused person no and said ni so abeye ne dey biem
depend asem kro na de kro akopɛ wo court e ka na akodan ne abu ama ana ha sase na se dey
me fan say o de wasem ne call ye se be e me fan say e fi asem ana se sikasem
so de wi ana o sia
sikasem yi ye bu amamo
ejina orders ya court be ma so se bi nipa no omfiri wasase so a o de obeye onches kama wa o de obeye
okay
on pa wa ni na o de obeye because you comply with the orders se nipa na anya ona was say the meme obeye enforce judgment no
okay
and be an kone say no
okay Mickey Betrans na fa local stories no and so bre yen twaso what's a videos na yensa kan no again noise no wo mu dodo ne atade a mo hye bia e ka se mu ya no enti no bia na yentimi ankyerɛ sa videos no na bako na menu bi Yaya Mohammed former player Makumasi Asante Kotoko ne Aduana Stars also the nsɛm kakra ato edwa ni nyina eka local stories na kwa Mickey ade ebre
Wajinwa mame shase said ye James coding message abaye no Honorable Kofi Adams yenyam vete no but sports no o munsam ye papa di nsama wodo di tudwa di kan wo so no omusa no na ne papa eye hasini na ne papa de bia na omomu TV na ne papa te ho has bo anot ho enu te fiefo nyina no mo forma dwene se da bi wo mo so beko eye kotoko makoko support kotoko enu na nam so am okoye kotoko ni oni ne fiefo nyina excluding omo papa and nam so no papa agi TV bosso inti eno be kotokoni ukwamana ne so a support Chelsea Honorable Kofi Adams
a diverse sporting interest, but of course as a child growing up my dad was a Hearts fan, and you see the only time we got to oppose him was only the football hour, so almost all his kids turns up supporting Kotoko so that we could oppose him. And interestingly, when it gets to that time, then he'll be giving you assignment. The day Hearts doesn't do well against Kotoko, or even they are playing against any other team that we wish that they lose. When they lose, then expect a lot of assignments for you. So you cannot be together to tease him. So in one way or the other, that was how I became a Kotoko fan. But when you move out of Ghana, of course, Chelsea is being a dream team. Not forgetting that Man U2 has hung there in one way or the other as the old lady that you wish well sometimes. And I really enjoy various forms of sport, but of course boxing is the big one for me. I remember those times when we had the likes of Azuma, the I Curtis, and then the rest boxing. You have to stay awake, and I will not sleep. Not that type of not sleep because you have drunk coffee or those kind of things. No, I will do things to keep awake just so to be able to watch from the beginning, from the base promotional fights all the way to the penultimate fight that will happen that night. And so boxing is for me the main thing. I've heard people say that because I said I love boxing, maybe I will ignore football. Or no, it's not going to be like that. Once confirmed, we want to see every aspect of sports grow. And
Someone no book of Adams or the two jar was saying yes, or castle a boxing or support a boxing tea, and also per boxing tea, other sports no or Montimi share, and also Timmy share, Emano and develop it, or Bob Boama, other sports in a develop it. Was a funding here, a queer a befaso, na ye disika, a fundy other disciplines, Nina, athletics, boxing, Nina, and hockey, ye bear this cabe room, and only a dear to say, a done in Niswa, also or bar, obey.
I know. There's been malnourished and funding in the sports industry, maybe except one area, said Black Stars. All others don't get the funding. So I've been thinking about how to get reliable, stable funding sources for all other sports, whilst we still do something for Black Stars because it is the big thing. Whether we like it or not, that remains the big thing. So it must get its fair share of the funding. But even for that one to succeed very well in terms of long to medium term objective, we need to go back also to the grassroots sports. In terms of even the academicals and what have you, the inter-schools that we use, the school sports, we need to begin to look at it. And I will be sitting with my colleague Minister for Education once I get confirmed for us to see even how we can reintroduce school sports and get the sports ministry to run school sports whilst GES continue to teach the physical education as a subject in the classroom. But in terms of school sports, organizing it, the sports ministry can take up that responsibility, and we will engage and see how funding, when the GET fund is decapped, how a portion of the GET fund can be allocated into a sports fund to fund some of these activities. So talent hunting would come from.
Honorable Kofi Adams, Ninsama Udwa, or de Atujanono, Nikwakano, Kasanso Kaside for all African games. Nanu ya organize ya din sembe brebaye sika sembe weremuno wase sabre womuso atesansem no anaso atesansem no woba wobebo modin amomatime werem because ebe piemu e wo parliament nti nyade a ono be minister obema sansem no akosa.
In parliament, issues were raised about it. The only unfortunate thing is that we couldn't take the report of the committee that went into looking into areas of the sports before the 8th parliament terminated. But the 9th parliament is back, and we can see what we can do about that report, whether it could be retabled or it could be the issues could be referred to the committee again, and then they will look.
Honorable Kofi Adams and some outdoor they are two channel yan trust what that story so bekaya and
ka baby oka say omo be protected pitches no
yeah
pitches now by aye throughout the country no and ye stadium no at the frontier yes our pitches no and no na omo be makwan ma omo ayusu for na nyese bibia fufobia nti na just o kako ye ni other gatherings pitches no my no music concerts no and there omo ebe print obe ye na ya shemra ye be use pitches na aya the frontier ye pitches simple wow na ke ka hontinya there am semre no be makwan ya boni nyina ye nto
January semana Maxwell Sabre di tu jase kotoko man timi anji Ghana Premier League na Oba Africa ha timu wasapa no eye kotoko Yeye Mohammed ye former player de makotoko wakasa wachena dwene e de afa ensemu Maxwell Sabre e kan no
as a Joe Andra na mo discuss about Michael Sabre meaning say menya di writer Emma okase o make comment say kotoko Angelique na kotoko na asa e wo di wo Africa afa baby menene adwen afa baby menene nya adwen and the intia meme opinion the intia ono kasa ne say wo hwe ye league na standard no baby akwa akodru any kotoko players o ma bring on board no for now no ohun se kotoko players na bro ye league na so because which players are kotoko bringing on board this season no mo ensemble no mo dey build the team no for this season na omu ina obi awosoro pa even which first division players o ma ba second round na mo ko form na omu ina ye top omu nti omu uyi omu free mo individually no kotoko quality na ebro ye leg ne so no because of baby ye leg na akwa ne akwa dru no ene ye one ene nti na oye den o kasa no kotoko omo ye first 11 omo set up na obia ye starter won team ansa na oba obia establishing ho for now kotoko team na akwa say first na omo koji obia akoko bi de e de ba team ni mu no player bi sole wo ha na akwaje player bi sole wo ha na akwaje eni bi na kotoko as compared to has there and has there any different inti se Michael Asable kasa menene be ya adwen ewe fa baby ti say players akotoko assemble now no so wentumi amfa anje league ne dia ebi akotoko anya ade but say wasane de eni de menji ntum but say kotoko anya ade any players awode assemble no dia eni de meji atum
wey nsem ya Mohammed odi atudwa so GDS se Kumasi Sante Kodoko woman ntimi amfa players a wom wey Angelique ne dia wom anya ade ne mom so masa wa Africa de Debi one maso asabre enko adwunkrom wasan so kasa e de fa Kumasi Sante Kodoko team na wom abuild no enso ehun
bibi nso amenfa ne nya adwen ne say players ne di aba quality ne nso di aba maturity ne nso di aba team ni mu na akofo ma ba but I have to build a team and your individual team into say this season kotoko this second crana a fa baby why are there because any team yet a individual na wakofo ma ba fans over be grooming on a fans over be grooming on into now no for next season only excuse be than say obetumi afa league no o hwe baby any team na e wo ho na baby any team no stronger than Kotoko because of team ni wo dada and we beefy up the team. We train the goalkeeping department in the defenders, in the strikers, in the midfielders we beefy up. Even the bench crown, baby any bench crown is part of the team. Airborne. So untino untumi fa Kotoko team ni compare baby any. Untumi fa Kotoko team ni compare Nations FC. And now baby
wey nsema ya Mohammed Jenua wodi atuja che na adwene e de afa nsema Maxwell
so who say be any Gold Stars any Nations omo wo so e che Kotoko
yes
okay there we na mo de bu na ma esikoto ade yi Kotoko ni yi no nyina afrim also about so be oh no way
teamwork or who say
and the moment teamwork no ne one work rate no e be do Nations ne a friend say
Gold Stars
your position tina wakasa no on position tina ne position e do be do za ne position tina teamwork no come that last week
teamwork
obi wo teamwork
individual players
so Gold Stars
individual players
no Gold Stars na Nations board draw
ball team me ball you na general ball I na di achi no your teamwork obi betima ball 90% ne ahye no tell you teamwork any your resource and you know team do wa we need to more dey be we no ahye wo
ya you ni Kotoko nyina afrim
and you mean that say misu we ye afrim say ye team ye nya dia na say
there be or the more compare Gold Stars any Nations strength see yeah
because the CID currently the league need the oba or the comparison the amijutumba say obubodi no
gitum de nyina wa
de no amoyedin
Yoko.
What generally said is our Ghana Premier League in so a bet to us so weekend the games I would do a basso and number 4 I award if I say weekend the referee Max or Hansen Yabaman match and a weekend the Maso Hansen referees are one di Ghana Premier League in the 4th referees in Yano Maso Hansen ni din and so and come home Nemo Maxwell Wusu and they could di Accra Lions and the Mediama game no Alfonso Atiapa ekodi ebedi Kotoko and the Karela game no Bazake Wally Stars Senate of Lions match no so and has of game no Jacob Edutera and the best center referee Bechem and Sunni Nations and na Airbo George Mawuli Vemawo and the best center referee. Young Apostles and Iswatraman, Ayamba Ibrahim and a D game no. Brekum Chelsea ni Vision and su game Bekosono for Stabatios and the best center referee. Heart of Lions and Diana Moro Idrisu center referee. Enna Samates and Dreams Julian Nunu and a center referee. Lagos Cities and a Ghost Stars a Gabriel Opoku Ahen. When the referees are general, one be Ghana Premier League no a day amaye. But Senesom say ansana appointment no ebebenra the GFA president when the referees committee no koye meet no catch on say second round dear or no or ditum or there two referees name that say second round no ya nyema ekoso pa anunti e wo say referees no wo munya ho fama ye papa no mutimi edi eye Ghana Premier League games no emaye Galka bato no ekoso den and then in the behu ni pakura oba be Galka eye chairman and that's oba Galka chairman and vice so one be ko dia mano anunti we eye Galka secretariat wo Accra Sports Stadium oni biya abato no ekoso den enso ewo ho wo mo se sabre de omoma nsemtwofo entimi enye hu bibia na se ntwa bibia gise yato oba na wie ne declare results na de enti say Galka abato no koso de ye pense Mr John Ansa and Isaac Kumsen when the be chairman at the Amagalka you know this abato no abana wie ne and koso okay ye Galka secretariat e wo Accra Sports Stadium okay on the bia dwumedie no koso nti Galka members na akwakopie mu ho a ye to omo so aba na moto aba no
Mr. Ansa ne Mr. Kumsen
Mr. Ansa ne Mr. Kumsen
okay
John Ansa Isaac Kumsen
okay
nti ena ye behu de obeboa transfer window no ya tom among 40 me sign in Saudi, but second round the omuchemu signings no general na wo form ye papa clubs no dudona no entimi and making notable sign na so entimi and sign players Saudi bi musu players no mo pe no wo monsa enso entimi anka dudona e wo mu team no but transfer window no closing nti final ko wontimi and register player bia e ma ne be sia kan enso enfama eno ne nsemo a efri o enso ebam Executive Council of the Ghana Football Association said Oma rubber stamp is a coach Otuado and a eba boy. Woman says a coach Otuado by dear and my Black Stars are support no ye papa at the Emma a coach Otuado or saying me support Otuado now to me a bomarding a bra Ghana yeah just was a qualified at the call walk up in be apart from a management committee of the Black Stars no woman saw Jatum woman some of the woman appointed coach woman dear coaching say Emma they did Jumediema coach no enyo mutumedie wo mo de coach ne bawia na afa nyema wo so mutibidi bo ma coach ne successful no na wo mo faso ye nemom se coach no eye adwuma no mo gidie se nyema bi tuchima awoni dwumedie no mu dia eno na wo mbetimi abam no metimi abekire o madwene edi afam so mo gidie se da bi ahade enkoye eno ene nsem am wo metimi edi atuda maso sabre se da bi has a work o ma nyema yi a top 4 kraje no a this season o mutimi mbobi Shese de nyamasi kop e wo hazo work team no na second round the teams ni bi ato top players na omo bom modern a se has and shisho nyama ya top 4 kra no e be ye din ye beto se kejeno nsem a masola sabre editu dwa no enka ye bema ye tiefo ni ahwefo enso etimi ahwe na enoko dan chen a amenuru
ade masola ne abas omo kan anya de koro mo kan we are bass the team no akwakudu level do mo nam sisi see asam ne ka
I was say ya hwe ya
o hwe team ni sisi ai ma ho den
no context no mind was say ya hwe ya
o hwe mo team no strength sisi
ya hwe ya
so mo team no strength sisi ai ya
me ma ko piki ya hwe ya be di ye
abas maso asabe nsem mienu na waka e da di pepe
o ba on gaza o
ohun se mo team no sisi no
ahoden
e wana wa piki ya hwe ya na no ma piki
de no yenti
o do ba ko kan mo amobaji league no ono so team sisi a nko ye
was sisi ya hwe ya biki enimu ana
yenti
no
transfer market na aseki no say ya ka tan hwe na omu behave the way omu behave you can't ask me kasa they can't management and the board omu behave the way omu behave ya e bia na anko ye ama half in terms of should be on place top 4 but nonetheless that was I register I could see asthma I register. These are 2 players on any day. Omo current former or make my change has coaching on any day. If you nobody add something to House of Folk team now, a bit more push it forward. But when you compare Gold Stars, any if I say Out of Lions, any to a little extent, the team until almost 3 points no can be but this is a for the second. Omo real competitors against Accra House of Folk. Perhaps I say though Omo relegation because Omo performance are right above relegation first. But the aspirations of the supporters may be a top 4 no. It be a net now transfer market na aseki no.
Today no way some Maxwell Asabre.
Or see relegation the Heart of Folk.
And
but top 4
top 4 yenka.
Okay.
The honam some application ya be
Yonko.
Wey someone Maxwell Asabre dey tuja coach Amenuru coach Adema Karela Boboko no. O see team na dey be share kotoko e game ni betting but one share humiliation e betimi si.
Humiliation. Hey. Wow.
Ahmed.
Difficult, I can tell you, because I think that we have an inexperienced team. Before that match, we should be able to put a good fight. After, maybe those who are going to beef up the team, they should help the team. It's going to be a difficult game, and it's impossible too. So we are just going to see how we can do our best to prevent utter humiliation, but we will give them a good fight.
Okay.
They know, say clear.
Oh, clear. Yeah.
Some
to
prevent.
Send him Guassier Emma.
And I'm Guassier as is on Beshon baby.
Send him the goals will bring.
Total humiliation.
Yes, you know. And number be praise on be prevent.
Not just on bet goals.
Why would they die so bad?
Okay, Yenfancy, right? All right. You need to answer so enough. With the phone
a jabba jewelry, a beer or qua. Omoba boy papa wedding ring, engagement ring, promise ring, opeso ware, unya debia, ye do gold, aye, say white gold, and now say yellow gold, and up beato. For when it's jabba jewelry, prempe the 2nd Street to doom, Aston traffic light, and I say, Utu wabun with jabba jewelry, or your number is 0277 104488. Will be torn a dime, a story building, a dino, 6 bedrooms in the home, a mumianu our form, and a 9 washroom. And nunti so we obia wo pebia to a yebabua ama wonsa etimi aka yewo metro and as a former metro FM giants no so pe Daiwood Heba giants no so ohne bia ya edan no ewo your number ne 0552 188 669 0552 188 669. What for number we so be Joso Tonchi herbal capsules, herbal capsules a bobia with energy level a form. So energy level of form quandiam Tonchi herbal capsules and our sound of vitality our form and answer or performance our form one. Tonchi herbal capsules and I know my babu any drugstore chemical shop be a becobiano obenye biatom Amalina Traders Haven a beer tom koranyama be beer pibia de fakula who be for nicha malina they want our banum onto sabo for 18 years dear Amalina and the wasoko na kopenya papa a day emano BOG vinegar I will just so cope BOG vinegar nibi nanya vinegar nibia ebabwa wie papa vinegar and yedro the here so the friends you na one nomini debia ni debia ubehu eye nyema mfaso abenya ediafrim BOG clinic and so home diabetes hypertension stroke peptic ulcer yare bia ha obia no fa bedan ye babwa ye number no 0240 512171 0240 512171 Fix My Right Company Limited Okanum Edrum Pempenso a wasa utimi eye ho adwuma unisika sempo no engine no when the problem wom o body works no obeso spray obese car no we electrical works and also gearbox no o problem wom Fix My Right Company Limited ebe fix it e the amount and found the car we use Toyota, Nissan, BMW, VW, Hyundai, Kia, Mercedes-Benz ke bia you should be anum fa bedan ye betu one amount a fix car no e the amount hebaso cream e cream a bema na use bema use hebaso cream a brown and my brown no be hiem no enigye ewe payom enso de amount apply kitwa bi after 30 minutes na ko wash na bredu se woni oba no e ba bejumani e 100% natural herbs and dia ye and into you so a wonya any side effect bia FDA ajetum se hebaso cream e wo sachem hebaso cream otum no e papa your number na 0244 750 510 general.
All right, yeah, she's a bit many best man na yede ahwe local source no emu kakra. Doctor, ben say sem free one yes sir.
Hebaso no pakisi of friend Samenshia.
Okay, on the say
idi on the friend Hebaso no Samenshia.
O chino na bibia ni ho kra nya na Hebaso.
Ende ne.
Yeah. Paki. No
General
na yimu ma. Yentukoso.
China muntu to ne bag. General Honorable Kofi Adams, Sports Minister Designate. I think say washa say kasantemo. Especially that statement say on supported Black Stars Management Committee. No who the entire Black Stars Management Committee members ebetu omuhoka wa junior teams near the ade yentu omuka near the I think the message could be good, but a sports minister designator said be unyanko interview and pass it through. And come no ya doso. Na me can say because baby I work on the whole trooper. The moment you start with especially the American, first of all, yes, I idea you advocate say national under 17 technical team. It's a say shall see a check on pie be first with you muka no more ye jumano full time. Me I have never supported a Premier League coach to say from Paul Manson near see the under 17 and Shannon sack. I am wrong. Or might be very, very much particular about the youth and in Quadano football and Quadano entertainment. Ube assign a proper youth coach. I'll be your time at the amomo a scouting a pet the best. Additions and subtractions. Say pram ho moteho near Triniomo. But where we have a Premier League coach, was our double as under 17. Under 17 put the nye galas in waka say e bia omu hia ntetie bebre mobile teamwork na babe. E ho no kwachira omu ball ne bankasa. Now why would you be a head coach of BBN Gold Stars, Asante Kotoko, House of Folk, near the national team amount? This arrangement is there because you're ready, so my yebetisika at the tria coaches ka. No money abutra team kwadana me football na kosoro. Inti bra ye brain no, we are not investing down there. So for me, so be banana dream and say sen kwadana ye show mu ye ya dream pa. But I'm saying that he needs to take his time, go through vetting, Omra office issues no on tiase. Omra FA no definitely the people you have started criticizing are the people uni omuba juma. Ya na man for adwen ya omo say we sports minister. Ese say o antagonize FA no. Unu omu di pimpimani. No, that is not the work of a sports minister. Uni omu be Giorgio, then you get the best out of it. Mijitum say wa anye careful a ombe mu atue sika bi eni kwan say utua. Wa anye careful no amu ani na ho a omu betimi mpo adi oman ni sika wa be eni kwan say obudi. But say na ebia a Greek minister other agencies omo agriculture omo wase no omo ye ne omo partners no omo ne omo transit George or campaign na me so no. I also think that sports minister, the sports federations, boxing, football, they are all agents under your ministry. And the moment you start throwing jabs at them before you even pass vetting and stand work office, it is the beginning of problems for yourself. Okasembi na yemede o say only education minister no ebe di nkita ho no ma hwe kwampa on be fa so school sports ye de beba back. I think say was still under NDC government and no Ministry for Education, Science and Sports. The thinking around that time was that youth no one na sports no until they share education more. Unfortunately, on paper it looks good, but in practice we didn't see it. A kwaba na ebe so a revive school sports. They near friend Milo games no. athletics in particular. Football require the course, but athletics, how are you reviving it? Athletics at the SHS level, at the university level, at the college level, what is the interest of the nation? In general, minimum ubrenisha, my main fawunsiasi. Na minje dia kanoma ebusu.
Oh, okay. My humble opinion is to the security man is to always get you some. Alberto, you're very careful. Joe, Kumasi and Asante Kotoko should be very careful because Coach Nuru is playing mind games. Alberto, former no idea of Kessben FC ground. Albert. I call you Eddie. All right. Let's here now. Was Albert? No, I said I was no be any. It's a crown.
Coach Nuru say, "Bano mo bano." Omo be hese umbeti goes no so. Any total humiliation. At least if it's a humiliation.
Also, mind games no. They got to be very careful.
We have no accounts in Bia Chile and Kwana.
Yes. Andy, na femi ko lawyer. Safuduku.
You know, you should know the more. Don't go finance ventures.
Oh, okay.
My encha or momo winning na. So honorable Kofi Adams. Said to also to the boss no pass in the vetting. But now some no Canada on carbon bia. So I say my union I come for years. Say management committee of the Blasters omunye adwuma bia e do mkono makoda hotel ni omusan yesan peka mo team di free esan age per dem ni asan tam $100,000 di amom ye ba na league na ebo na place su na komo di omo national team appointment under 17 yentua ye the players co tournament e under 23 ye ba na kam 2 years 3 years 4 years ni ntua omuka nti vet no no nko e na kasa na do so no pass ye game to the FA na no be kan every win you on no can say mboko because you the injunction to election so easy and election no mko to it and crofo ye no can say mboko omunye ready so no can say mboko mbiti because go to the extent of so mubu sa amra we nyina so san crofo ye no mko asem ne beko nti na asem na o kan de on chen na onko veti no yem pass na we yensem aga na 4% leaders or mobile leaders sports no mobile no ma ye free ho na ye de sa sika ni muma ko build from ho under 17 under 20 under 23 said the bear efenu entingum so mo ko abonti akope place the abobo blaster because previously no na Ghana nya omo ya ye kasi ya tiahwim ye ko akope place the abobo blaster but today because we don't have a very good under 17 na ye benya players ye be develop them very well for the other respective national teams in Nigeria ye bre international no kind you know kan bonibia. Now to the issue of Coach Otado said you eya omuka se enko support obi Coach Otado Ghana and the Central African Republic park amoma ye ni Niger park amoma support baby adwuma no ntimi nya ono na wo so yire no ye adwuma support baby no ope Uye coach ni ye de adwuma ma ye se be coach Ghana match bi ebobo bi a blaster you know any party bi begu ase ana mu petekit uko stadium unya ba bi ntina what kind of support do you need again besides that do you need a support to beat the J in Ghana said you uhia support na wo de ase ni J wo Ghana adwuma na no ntimi nye it is almost mfa fofora ye mfa ne sai and let's hope that 58 pages no de akoma afi no omo ba address issues no na watimi back up na blaster na timi akoyi but for support he's been giving enough support. It's just that sheer case of incompetence and I do know also untimi na adwuma na di on the issue of Karela and Kotokono. It can be mind games but you know if you want to win the Ghana Premier League na se Kotoko form your we normally Karela it should be emphatic victory.
Okay,
it should be emphatic. Go Stars na ye come as on ba Kotoko so 2-0. Go Stars na ye kasa omo players na che omo ye matured omo experience omo team na about they were beaten by Kotoko. And it's a whole bully. Na Ghana Premier League no person win and now home game against Karela and ye man shedan ku yim fa momo adina unyawe.
All right.
A win-win situation.
Who forced the Kate administration to call for public discussions on our recent poor performances if he knew the solution? Eradi Yesu. Kingsley the way free Tamale and so Abreye. Emmanuel Esel Alola also chow. Alola.
Hey.
GBC.
Kanopa ano menene na kontompo nya fere hini.
Yeah, okay.
Kotoko chairman Asia Stadium.
Yeah.
Na mudi nkomo, o since nkomo.
Okay. Wow.
Aye.
Alola, and then the positives.
Na senior no second.
Okay. Wow. I mean, the negative, yeah. Lawyer, I mean to you.
Joe. Obaka ya nanse ma fadi medivia to so. They say restoring Asante Kotoko to its rightful position in football.
Yeah.
Restoring Asante Kotoko to its rightful position in football.
No za ba sura ha no ni odi be.
Abaso no ni baby on nam kra. Dem say oti say me ba ha no na say kikiri obewura oni mi aso de nam. Obi adom wo kan kro wa wo colleague wo has of folk ma so asabre bo wa bre has of folk mu. No timi ehunu ne hu ade kind of crash wa o so fanatic supporter de wo ka kan say mu culture has team we na boy. Who has say na nim has. Who has yan kwala okro mu ahun. You move near to attackers ma has those the year 2000 ho.
Yeah.
We see the last 15 years has of folk for Jija and sorry be seen. This one kind of correct. Has of folk way number way has of folk.
On the last
we see and now we say any players be 50 crown he has win ba grand prix. And from local like blasters. You be kind of correct partners and yet and you anymore. Player be na way no. It ye person who has partner has ya, e ka se has ya. Enye bini ti munye ni ye na munye se de bia husband akoko na mo house ye ukwa house ye ade nso nye ena na de maso asabe owie ka kra owie we has ne cha asabe jo ora ne be ka no me ya jeni
we with you
ye hu bi do ye hu has da house of folk me kan ntina kra mo Kotoko football league wa osmo no ma do free mu 13 minutes o mo sha Kotoko one day no he be tabo kai asabe na wo kan abaz je sakra he fa nyima ni agrosa yedi eni abre o do oni mre eni abre obi aka sema jo yetie na sopem na jo dimadi afafatum so se Kotoko me sa de mo ko gina ba bi obugina no enya me pe o eye ancestral call I'm speaking of natural penifo na abenya ne me se me mfa sa dimadi no ntum wo so den de but o mu gidi se metima sa aduma no
wow
me fraka na ebo me nu fi
kwa be so da ye
wo mo se me so mfa me ma for yes ma santimai ne Ghana mai na Kotoko no mensa modewru no ko se menya dom abete machi na ye be hu Kotoko se Kotoko ni experience gina baba yara bo match na enipa no ye be we na gate process over 1 million cedis ene ye hwe e be sin so e so easy
I see
do intimacy ana
lawyer why not
ne ni ayi ye time ye ba management ye ne eto adu sa boy ye nya 6.5 billion cedis
planning ye just intimacy
satam na wo beji tekisi na nkrofo nko na wo hu hu de wonye wo
beji tikito wa
na me boa wo se go na hu ni padoso
sem beji tikito
da be na wo free order be na wo wa pe wo se wo hu tikito kwa bobi amachire ne mu nyina
ba
me ni na musa na me bubu fa musa me kan sem ne sa because ye kasa santi Kotoko asem a ezen ka mu chesi di na amaye ye kasa na ma ya bas no mu tie nsem na Kotoko no ani me ka bia ma me club no Kotoko no enye ni
ewi ana so ka na bas
do ye nyine bia o baka kra be hu ye no se ampia no mo afrita na no mo Ura stadium na hu no se ampia no mo ba o so Kotoko ni na se doma be gu stadium a e bi ne be se hu because Kotoko no betima Ghana asa peja biem me kan me year free boxing azuma na so ka hu but se di betima ye ni ye pa Kotoko no because Kotoko ne de e shaman fo se kaman fo kono bi ka Kotoko asem ojo me se papa bi tifie sebe obubu ni lawyer Kotoko ne na ekoyi na me ra ho na me so pani nya botre na sa de ne be sa ya na babiem tudo jumadi na me just mo so no enya de keto o
na kwan be na wo fa so
de di ka no se supporters no mumu yan start say be hye Kotoko stadium ma da bia na otumfo hu say bibia sa sorry because say ye hu Kotoko no ye hu ni ye ni say na Kotoko Kotoko ni and I go say they want to count to supporters that it one those are na Kotoko na tie
last game the na we ho
it did make sense supporters no mumu yan start ye na ye manasa mumfa so otumfo so ahye bo say mo supporters no sorry bibi biye no wa Kotoko yi awanya mai
go game here nipa na stay
Asante Kotoko yi ni
league game
asema na okay
Premier League
na ma betra say
empty
enema ye mesimi ofanom umusunyane ombeda Saturday nyumire bia for Kotoko match ne entiase omo se hwe that na na be hu jo emo 8 am na Kotoko baba yara stadium na ye ma anko foforo ko trap light post ni ade
Kotoko bit ma sa go back to Saturday
jo ne nipa ni ho enipa no ho ye wo goodwill no ho eno ma se be sa brand ye hu yi na ya kasa de ye kan ya do me see in Africa ba ko be di be fam ya wi di na league woni ani abre won Sunday ye ne Karela and they go to no kaka kan de o kaka bisa na nya de ye show kra ko to team ye ni bra abre ko bo man game di awan never man game
I'm from Mra Stadium
jo o Mra Stadium na sa mi ko de ye nya visa bia baby be ko bia mo me sorry isa si home no a we kura me so betuma kasa bus 20 ye fa nko awe no na de yem dan say hwete party zakase o Ghana u kwa bibia o me se me kotoko u ba ndizia kotoko fo ye kotoko e kati across babia Ghana ye dia me ti Ghana population kotoko control be 80% na has nam de won na we me
stars be na de back we
stars be de ni hu ne di won asi ukọ ababia mu a top government functions na ye kotoko fo it is a kotoko asem a nye bi ni has na has de has say has no nka ye crusade nka mo mata yaji na kotoko paja na paja kana kakra kamo mo nka samu supporters bi asem o ye crusade kura se de ya supporters ni ho mo ti benya stadium ma dis yen
safuduku
etino
lawyer evezi
eto do mani abro Sunday
this mimi de bia
but for na na se wo bo so ade na de mame no mimi de bia me wo ba bia kura me wa
me hwe ni mu
ai restoring kotoko
lawyer bra
to its rightful
crusade na wafato wo so
mimi de ye nka ho
wo ba de na beka wo ba ma kwa ma
ka wo fi mu hada
say see as mimi de bia
wo safo de wo sa fe no aba be wuram
wo ba so
ono the lawyer na da je na na
wo ba
ono de ma bie kwa ma no se mimi de bia ma
platform
ye bia mimi da court se bia ni ho
dabi
enti no ma to nsa frɛ no
wo de mo kono na mo wo ba ya ma kakra ma
abas ma mra ho
am say e wiase ba bia tu nkyere na nkyere ho nkomo ni edi ena ba bia yi wo no so no wo ho nkomo ni edi nti lawyer we di nkyere ho nkomo me so me di wo ho nkomo
that's it
na nkyere ne wo e ba kyere ni edi ni tu kwan
nkyere ne wo depends on
e ba kyere ni edi ni tu kwan
yeah
what you say
yeah
e ba kyere ni edi ni tu kwan
e wo ne di tu kwan
wo ne di tu kwan
ye fa nkyere tu kwan
what you say
nti ya say we de nti ya say di ba wo de ka
yeah sometimes you to wa no makoka be kayen what you say what's the lawyer ka past 15 years ago team papa o Africa we context in the African trophy ba ko pet na yi kotoko every mo no na LL na kan so that team no team so man o yi kotoko every mo nyina ya Africa mo bra bia Africa what you say ba check teams here o yi house of go free in Africa whether club of Morocco what do time no ye the only club wa ye share no the kwaji trophy no why that why African why African cup wa omo na African cup enye wuma o enye bijaya o enye kadiago
the club can say you
yes Esperance of Tunis and the kiki out of folk out
was a conversation no
what you say it is who say it
na safo
BBS no ba was ye kwa de be ba bi ntira
BBS ntina wotime kai ka ho asem
was ye be ba bi ntira
na se ye kasma se
wo di am team se mo yi film nya na Africa pe mo hu omo
won ni mo
wo pe mo hu omo bijaya wuma ene kadiago
nti do team na
eti man fan piamin tare dan
ntina ka wotime no
man fa mi pian tare dan
okay
na me omo yi mi free mu no omo yi African giant
asem na bantia
okay munyina mo free
African giant no football dey na bobe ye be
munyina mo free
do football na ye bo no general ewiase na da okese amai nye pe kro nye pe afia nye pe enipa ye nye pe bona ye bo ye nye pe your big club your smaller club your Africa omo ji African cup ne omo kobi what you say omo kobi eti ebi kobi ebi je what you say eti ye no bra ye nya boy in Africa no oh na me kasam yo che ofia say me ba no mo nya botra me wie me kasam mo che ofia all the three sectors in football house of folk records so yo uba FI record oko Africa record oko FIFA record kotoko FIFA record ba kotoko
she
FIFA men kotoko record ba FIFA yo ko FIFA world championship
the century
What does it? It's a Bama Kayo. Come Saturday, Manifesto Company.
Crusade now.
Manifesto Company. Manifesto Silver.
It's in the FIFA records.
Manifesto Silver. Manifesto Company.
Mamunka no so. Na we
Sunday so much. Yeni basake. Omo na be share first one. Enti ye first second one. Is go akwati ye ho. Da ba omo to bo bon kan ni mo dem ha dia. Ba bi nkan ni be fa no ma se.
Ano
Big Joe. Ah, my man fan Kremfi.
Hwem na o crusade na o ye no.
Boga lottery so chia.
Boga lotteries.
Yeah. Kenny Tia de Shima. Now Big Joe. Say last week na me kan Sakotoko prayers. Ya fa current youth na ba say na mo hwe Herbert Mensah breso. Na wo hwe na Hindia Ember Power Sheila Alasan no mo a. Michael Senem na bora omo bono Asante Kotoko na. Enua bi na sabre ya hyehe. Okay. Tete o mere Kotoko bo emfa reho mafie biem. Ena o mehwe Kotoko bo enyinyini biem because they say first na o ba Kotoko bora na dindiri ene ne ma hye oso no tete e bi ni wo biem. Okay. Adenti na ese e trefie. Na ya dia nsa hye adam ni fam ni etie ni ebesie ansana ye nya Kotoko rezo. Kotoko I say hiadom see a beba stadium do and I know why Shabora and then what about stadium granted? She had a number of chances I could create here. I don't know reflected the number of goals no. Now a better monso and did a coach no a giant son one row. Yes, there can be beyond that day or not die or a day Johnny so. Yes, so ye numno and no one ye be facing no and Jenny home one who ye because goes no dear a be flow. And the Kotoko chita for no madaruma. Mommy and Trefi. Mommy and Coba by a ras poster. Mommy and Coffee Manchester. No. Now, ye no, my cousin, Timna, ye prepare ni say no. Sunday, my so as a breakan. And therefore, league you. Africa, and Tinia prepares out. Boys no. Oh yes, say Kotoko team no pa. Africa team near prepare. And the league ready can be as you any yepu yabaje. And Bombra Stadium. Na bono any fe na any dance. Na any league no.
Good afternoon to lawyer Safu Duku. Safu Duku appears to be haunted by Accra Heart of Oak. He can't talk about his club without mentioning Accra Heart of Oak. They've done nothing in Africa in the past 10 years, but bragging is what they do. It's what they know. Rudy, anyway, from New Jersey. And okay. Yes. Nana Poku Bia Ubia okay. Wow. All right. Yeah, but you na fe breaking is about and so about the trans. So for a month for Philly who see in the past. But also ba men to bo.
Kotokodino and that we are so the team ya Ghana ebisi da ye. Ebisi da. In the Kotokodino you want to
all right, breaking news and it was so the amaye nyame yadma mon sign in transbium no 9 pepe yakramo.
Pause.